Oi, selamat sore adik-adik. Baik lagi ke streamer PCD kalian tercinta, DBangkongS. Apa kabarnya? Gimana puasanya? Masih lancar atau tidak? Pak, udah ada yang buka dari jam 12 pagi ya. Yang ditunggu-tunggu ya adik-adik. Akhirnya kita bisa nonton Bang RRQ. Asik. Apakah sesuai ekspektasi kita semua? Mari kita absen terlebih dahulu ya. Halo Penny, halo Zero, halo Sayu, halo Saponte, halo Haruto, halo ZX, halo Antara, halo Bagus, halo Rajak, halo Bimo, halo John Olek, halo Yuda, halo Arik, halo Unknown, halo itu Diantama, halo Roshid, halo Raihan, halo Goed, halo Pomripa, halo Paros, halo Rian, halo Yoboy, halo Rije. Buruan buka bet, bacot buruan donate. Halo Nat RX, halo Rohmat, halo Ari, kalau jadi gini, halo Tommy, halo Ice Kalpi, halo Ade Firman, halo Nip. Dah, gak ada yang baru lagi. Yang udah di absen langsung di like ya. Kalau tadi yang di absen sekitar 60, berarti like-nya harus lebih dari 60. Halo Bespa Hujan, halo Subki. Nah, rambut gua cacat banget. Kok bisa goyang gitu ya? Cacat. Gak jadi potong rambut. Kagak, kemarin hujan coy. Males gue turunnya hujan anjir. Enaknya buka pakai apa nih? Gak tahu sih. Kalau gue biasa buka pakai sop buah gitu, teh manis. Beben, halo DYY. Weh, udah video-video perkenalan Genji nih. Oh belum, masih ini doang, VT-VT guys. Belah tengah gini nggak tahu. Abis mandi tiba-tiba begini sendiri, ya udah bodoh. Baru ya. Tareter. Nah, iya bentar kenapa ini bodoh. Ben, kata orang-orang RRQ masih tier B. Tier B apa beton maksudnya? Beton lah insya Allah. Halo Juan. Di Bandung kerupuk mie kuning gitu masih ada? Kayaknya sih masih ya di tukang-tukang ini, di tukang rujak. Tukang rujak, ya bener, tukang rujak sama tukang mie ini. Aduh, gue lupa namanya apaan ya, babi lah lupa. Mana bang RRQ-nya? Nunggu lu join member Uca Ipul. Jadi buka belum? Bednya belum. Udah disiapin belum duit donate-nya? Nah, gue tanya balik. Bawel banget nih bocil-bocil donate, nge-like kagak lihat tuh. Gue matiin lah. Habisan Bang Dik kalau saya Siro. Login record. Versus slot 2-0. Emot Dino cacad. Tadi gue lagi lihat labnya Jenderal udah pada siap kayak WOS party nih. Akunku kena hack. Akunnya siapa tuh? Bang Samwane.
Dari Samwan. Pesan. Beben akunku kena hack.
Kenapa harus Samwan sih? Makasih 10.000-nya Bang Samwan. Spill nama biar dibantuin. Sore Abiu, terima kasih 5 bulannya. Kena hack kenapa Dan? Kan gue sebut ya. Kena hack gara-gara apaan?
Iya kan sebenarnya kan katanya pahalanya kalau lu nah gimana ya
Gara-gara
kalau
sore.
berat puasa lu tuh kan pahalanya semakin kan katanya. Jadi kan gua kan diantara orang-orang yang
Wah, asik kayaknya watch party di sofa nih di TV, beh.
Dengan rendang paru dan ada risol soto mie. Itu jadi GB pahala gua sekarang.
GB pahala. Betnya kapan? Buset, pick web aja belum Bang. Like dulu apa? Ini ujian hari ketiga kah adik-adik? Hari ketiga PCT ini apa gimana? Katanya sering betting, tapi kok nggak tahu. Orang belum mapik ya, buset, rewel banget. Kayak bisa dibelanjain, ini jadi kagak have fun ini sumpah. Sabar kak, was paling sabar gue mah di dunia. Nah nih daripada lu orang ngeliatin muka gue terus. Nanti malam nobar fanatik gak? Enggak. Kita orangnya Pasifik bang. Oh nonton semua namanya Maruk bang. Oh lihat tuh. Flip Jider. Bet bang gak perlu nunggu map kali menurut dia. Diem lu Tommy. Lu juga bat mulu lu. Diem lu. Mencoba dewasa lu gue lihat. Kolak terima kasih udah join member. Ini si IJ kenapa begini dah. Fotonya. Ngeselin juga. Jersinya keren gak sih guys? 2G itu sama kayak 2G PUBG gak tahu dah. Ada apa nih baru masuk? Tante Yuni makan apa? Masak apaan lu? Buset. Sponsornya kiri kanan atas gitu ya. Yang Indo siapa aja? Lah. Flip Jider Xpero sama LMIMOR bang. Ini timeout dulu si Jaka nih ngeselin anjing. Gua ada yang tanda seru bet kesel gua pokoknya. Habis makan dimsum ih. Kirain puasa babi. Puasa Yuni.
I was talking, on the desk with Chopra and Tasteless yesterday, or William and Tasteless, I should say. As he's also undergone a name change.
Jadi buka belum? Belum ada Mapic. Selama tidak ada Mapic, saya tidak buka. Nunggu lu nggak nonton, gue buka. Udah gede ya Ben. Kik, bacot. Malmer. Puasa Malmer. Teh botol selama puasa ganti nama. Iya takut para batal. Ini nih 11-13. Makan apa Ben? Makan omongan lu pada yang barusan tadi yang mau nge-like tapi bohong. Bang RRQ terima kasih sama-sama Bang Kolak terima kasih sebulannya. Sekarang beli vape atau pot buat pemula sama-sama aja vape sama pot. Sama-sama aja. Boleh apa Kiki? Halo Koko.
Was it that brought them a little bit closer to almost winning that round?
I think that they just found some more comfort when it went down to Pearl. It seemed like
Emang kalau bunga mawar tuh mekar ya Malmer ya sore-sore ya? Ya nggak sih bunga mawar? Langsung aja mod mecha tuh. Udah aku like 2 kak beben tuh. Sore Ben, sore Reja. Kalau VT Pacific ini udah masuk yang liga itu betul, liga franchise. Bunga mawar mekar kalau sore ya kan. Nanti play mau buka duluan, curang lu. Tuh, tuh. Lo Akmal. Tumben di 10 menit masih di bawah 100 nih like-nya. Bos PCT pada kemana guys? Bang, bet bang. Oh anjing, gue ban dari Discord nih orang. Sabar, gue belum announcement ya. Punya moderator juga. Oxpa Origin 2 worth it buat pemula. Tuh, cobain tuh. Nunggu subsidi katanya lah. Kan subsidi 500 lagi, berarti lu. Kalau mau kerasa tapi simple, ambil pot mod aja. Tuh, halo Paris, sore. Teka Harti ngomong ke naon itu tiluan, biarin aja. Kita mah dengerin aja suaranya samar-samar. Wah, Expero. Dan katanya ya, betul. Sore Jaki. Sore Ojikri. Kamu kemarin kemana? Ke rumah Papi Upi. Kamu kemarin yang kemana? Saya streaming malam Reja. Tanya yang lain. Saya streaming sampai sahur. Sore Pujush. Halo Maulana. Dia stream Valorant 24/7. Mana ada ya, kalau yang ngomong si Abu mah udah skip aja guys ya. Ben gua habis push Valor rapot merah lah sama. Kemarin juga saya merah. Lebih suka tabletop jadi controller daripada inisiator. Sama gua juga. Inisiatornya kasih flip Jider aja sih, mantep flip Jider. Lah kalau kayak hilang lah tanda seru member dong kita. Bandung hujan, iya hujan bro. Bang tadi menang siapa? Menang bapak lu 3. Kata-kata buat yang ulang tahun HBD. Bis RRQ apa? Upstream Taraweh. Enaknya bisa main Valo emot sedih bang. Akunnya ke-hack bang. Oh yang ke-hack akun Valo. Nah gitu dong. Assalamualaikum, waalaikumsalam Parit. Langsung aja beli di Beben Store. Ini BO berapa? 3. Tuh bunga mawar mekar di sore hari. Selamat sore King Jali. Berarti abis RRQ nggak seru ya? Hah? Si Messi ini. Dia tuh udah gua liatin tahu jadwal nih waktu hari pertama nonton tuh ya. Pusing lah. Udah diliatin juga masih pura-pura bodoh. Udah gua ceburin aja sekalian biar bego beneran ya. Gebuk lah. Ini siapa sih ngelewat FYP? Lucu banget. Kira-kira yang kuat siapa? Dua-duanya kuat sih. Tapi gua tetap Indopret lah kita ya nggak? Ius gak Beben Store kagak. Gue mau ngejualan. Ben, lu mau lihat gak gue rek orang Afrika ngucapin ulta? Udah pernah dong. Kan kita udah pernah mesen juga buat si Nugi itu. Yang dicium-cium fotonya mamer ya. Genji Korea juga. Bet udah buka belum? Tanda seru donate yang udah dibuka. Sama tanda seru like. Iya buat cewek gua ya diputusin dah. Happy birthday, Mas Naag. Bagi member bang, wah ini lagi tukang Netflix mengemis. What the fuck? Khusus makasih udah reject member. Ini apaan? Kinder Boy jelek banget. Jelek banget remixnya ih. Lu kayak agensi apa? Aduh lupa waktu itu si Ocas apa namanya ya? Oh titip lambe. Makasih Kinder Boy 15.000 aja. Kenapa rusuh banget sih? Kan bisa yang ini nih. Diputusin kamu. Kan tumpar letak, enak ya kan? Marawisan gitu ya. Kalau yang asli takut kopi kanan, bener sih. Ya enak rejinya DG gemoy. Itu versi apa? Versi asli itu mah. Kita nungguin sampai jam 4 kayak bentar lagi nih. Oh iya, bentar ya. Kan channel Valorant yang gede kan ini ya live streaming. Siapa tuh di sini dibuka ya kan? Tuh, gua masih ada 1,5 juta. Sebelah jing. Apakah bakal lama lagi kayak GE? Enggak sih, kayaknya aman ini harusnya. Bunga mawar mekar di sore hari. Udah pada makan belum? Hanya menyala. Lebih jeder menyala sih, gua rasa sih menyala nih. Baju merah sokap. Siapa namanya ya? Gue lupa. Ini host Singapura kalau salah. Ini lagi makan Ben ya, izin iya. Maksudnya tim mana? Korea. Kalau YouTube. Suher cuma punya 70 Suher. Oke guys. Kita lihat stage. Yeay, tertepu.
We can do a quick time fill. I'm gonna go for 2-0 on Genji. What do you got for RRQ since you predded them?
Lul.
2-0?
Yeah.
No. 2-1 RRQ.
2-1 RRQ.
I'll say 2-0 as well.
All right, there we go.
All right, let's go to the stage.
Kocak ditepu. Di like dulu adik-adik, ayo di like. Masa gak di like ya kawan? Padahal Perin. Asik. Makasih pemuda penasaran. Kita ngedrill dulu aja. Makasih Bang. Aduh lagunya lagi enak lagi. Timingnya jadi begadang nih. Ayo puncut, gak mau mahal puncut. Kiki, makasih 2 bulannya Kiki. Asik 2 kali ya. Begadang boleh saja. Epilepsi, hati-hati adik-adik. Wow, pas banget ya. Stage udah mau ini. Terima kasih beberapa dasaran 30.000 ya. Terus Desia. Anjas. Awas epilepsi adik-adik. Jajang jajeng. Anjas, jajang jajeng. Dang. Oke lah stage-nya tuh. Anjay, good
All
dad.
right, here they come. I mean, oh my god.
Oh,
Apaan
there's a
tuh?
whole row of
He's
tissues.
got an entire
Tisu itu. Pilek.
as we call
That's
it.
the only
Go.
he needs.
Yeah,
Just bring out the roll of tissue.
that's
Aduh,
enough to
visit
swipe
TMA, iya.
your heart there, but see how
Oh
two
ini nih,
players
abang-abangan nih,
against
Meteor.
Oh.
Meteor
That's
and EJ. Nice little
What the fuck?
synchronized. We had that yesterday as well.
Yeah, we did. A bigger one.
Sentry and Ben
Guy?
going
Yeah.
for the fusion dance.
Selamat sore warga Instagram. Hai kita Nobar RRQ. Sungai ke YouTube di baru mulai ya di tab linknya. Ayo.
We're like, okay, well, here we are again.
More tissues.
Oh my god, Elmimo. Pakai kupluk gitu Bang Elmi guys.
Everybody is getting situated on stage. Here's our key players.
Buh.
As King also.
Teh botol sih udah kayak coach ya.
Do you think it matters which nostril it's in? Because they kind
I think
of.
it's preference.
Ini kenapa pada pilek pemain Genji dah?
He does, but we did see that Iko, he did go for the other nostril, so I'd like to say that as an analysis
Kocak
point,
ya?
maybe he decided on preference for that
Teh
one.
botol ganti nickname. Tahuan gua nggak usah dikasih tahu Bang.
Elongate his body a little bit more. There's the fist
Dari
bump comes
tadi
through.
ya.
Putty on stage with the players, going to be getting them all rallied up.
Right, yeah, this is it. We are on the final day of the first VCT Pacific weekend. You can see here the teams are getting ready for game 1 between Gen G and RRQ.
Terus
This is
RRQ dari
actually,
mana?
I believe, the
Coba
first
kasih
time
tahu
they're playing
adik-adik.
against each other on the international
Dari South
stage.
Africa.
Yeah, I mean, as far as just internationals go, a lot of the players on the side of Gen G just haven't been able to quite make it there. TNL,
Dengerin
when they
aja
were
David
together,
mau
TSM
kemana.
on the
Bani
roster, they
tolong
were
bantuin
the
David.
best
Siap
team
coach.
in Korea, if not the second best, but did get an unfortunate draw and having to play against DRX.
Rapih
in the
kieu
playoffs.
coach Ewok.
Got eliminated. We got to see F4Q go over to Berlin alongside of DRX instead. But yeah, this is going to be their first time clashing.
Pipa RRQ.
Curious to see how the prep looks on both sides. Obviously, we have expectations for Gen G. But RRQ, they're the ones that need to deliver.
RRQ look really comfortable. Like we were saying, all that preparation, that stability that they must feel, having
Buka
everything
bednya
prepared
Ben
for
kan
them,
belum
being
ada
out there for
Mavic
quite
ya.
a while now.
Rewel banget, kenapa sih?
They look pretty ready to go. I would not expect too many nerves based on what I'm reading from the players' faces.
Lemon main
Same
nggak,
on the
Bang?
side of
Main.
GT. I really like this roster. I think it's, not
Woi,
quite a
Epostas.
super team or anything like that, but as you're
Epostas,
mentioning,
guys.
Achilleos, not a lot of guys that have too much international experience on the Valorant stage, but hopefully with this
Mirip,
roster,
anjing.
they've kind of built something that has that potential to get there.
I think the other thing as we get ready to go into the map draft here to keep in mind for RRQ is I believe that Lock
Pindah Nobar.
most of the team as well as the coaching staff, that was the first time that they had ever met. So they met in Sao Paulo.
Tahu-tahuan
I
lu.
don't believe that they were
Lah emang gua nggak boleh nonton
together
MPL lu
together.
Ipul maksud lu
If
apaan?
I'm wrong, I'll clarify and update everybody else. But I'm fairly certain that
Aku
that's
mau
the
bet,
case.
aku mau
Anyway,
donate.
Icebox is banned away by Gen G.
We're
Whoa,
going into our
Icebox.
first map veto here.
Di ban, oke.
What map are we expecting? Oh, and it's a split ban. I think we're seeing a trend
Yeah.
here.
Teams just still are not willing to go for this
Okay,
one. We saw
split,
floated
buang.
by a couple of our Pacific teams over at Lock-in.
Bahaya
but
map-map
for the
aman
most
aja
part,
lah, Hapen.
seems like they still don't fully feel
Asen,
comfortable having
Asen
grapple
bahaya, Deng.
despite the fact that the
Apalagi
field
Korea.
changes to it are fairly subtle. It seems like they overall just want to give themselves a bit more time to figure out what they want to do. And okay, Gen G.
Kalau fitur baru benerkah Ben? Predik lu sebelum kelar round. Hah? Fitur apaan, Cok?
Extend that series all the way to 3. 14-12 the
traktor.
final record.
Oh Lotus RRQ
Ooh,
milihnya ya.
Follow up with
Oke.
Lotus here, the pick for RRQ map where they also had some success. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I mean, well,
Ini RRQ Acil jadi coachnya ya. Udah nggak lucu.
success. They have
Why?
played on this map. And let's see what we do have next. Ascent's going to be banned out here, and what is going to be the final ban at the end of the day?
I find that surprising because I
Bro,
would suspect
okay.
that Ascent would maybe feel decently comfortable for them. This makes sense though for RRQ. They kind of got bodied on Pearl. Well, not bodied on Pearl. Sorry, they had a decently strong performance. They could have closed on Pearl. They made some poor decisions. But they
Jadi
also saw how
decidernya
strong
HP nih.
G were on Pearl is what I mean to say. That's going to leave Haven as the deciding map in this series. So a fairly stock standard, well-rounded map that everyone is going to feel comfortable with. Obviously, this map has been in since damn near the beginning of the game. So both teams should have decent prep.
Gue udah nggak akan
Yeah,
ngomong
I think
sekarang
this is
mah.
gonna be, this map pool is pretty exciting.
Cuman ngaco aja sih, like-nya masih
and
100 ya kan?
like you said,
Ngaco-ngaco.
you picked Fracture, and that's the first map that we're gonna kick off with. Lotus, your reaction to Lotus.
That's the one that really.
Ya 150.
Again, we're seeing it selected for the second time. What this has to tell me, what I have to see from this, is that RRQ feel confident in improvements to that map, because that was where they got slaughtered by footballers. It was not close whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean,
So
you know,
like
maybe
you're saying,
maybe they get some experience on that map. They still
Ya
feel
nggak ada
comfortable, but
predik
now they're
anjay.
going to actually not be nervous here on the stage. So I'm hoping that
Wah,
that's the
si King
case this
memakai
time
Pipernya.
around, 'cause we do have some
Wow.
agents being locked in.
Oke,
this is
Elmimo
gonna be a
with the Cypher.
differentiation here in the composition
I feel
for
good,
Gen
I
G,
feel good.
'cause previously back at
Oke,
Lock,
oke,
it was
mantap
King
ini,
playing
perakturnya
that
sangat
AO
mantap
God,
ini.
and now coming in as initiator specialist is gonna be taking
Oke,
up the
mantap,
ball, but I
mantap,
thought we
mantap.
might see
Saya
King
suka
going
pikan
for
RRQ,
something like the
tapi
Cypher for the
ini
kill
bahaya
shot.
ini.
Instead it's double controller,
Payonya
which is
bahaya,
the
guys.
Astra instead of the Brimstone. So vastly different styles here, which means that you're not going to be having those Molotovs, you're not going to be having those orbital strikes for those deep post-plant positions that you normally see Brims get set up on. So this is a bit of a different look here for the side of Gen G. On the opposite side, though,
What the fuck,
Cypher
udah
that I'm
close, anjir.
looking for is very much there. The Brimstone is there. So this is going to come down to execution, because it's going to be very different stylings. That Cypher, as long as we can get
Baru 100
some
orang.
setups from the side of RRQ, slow down these entries from Meteor, catch him as he's trying to blast pack in, this could be a bit of a tough one for the side of Gen G.
That's right. Well, let's see how this goes. We have a lot of our predictions ready to go. All there's left to do is to get into the game and
Tas!
hear from our casters.
Bangun,
Today
Tas!
we've got Paper Thin and Quack. How are you guys doing way up there over the top of all the action?
Thank you so much, Victoria. Up here, I think it looks pretty good. The players look ready. I thought you guys were kind of joking about the paper up his nose thing, but it's
No,
real.
It's a real thing.
It's real.
It's real. And now he's gotten the rest of the team, well, not the rest, but most of the rest of the team to buy in to the goddamn sort of, buff that he brings for himself. Yes.
If it works, I
Hey,
ain't
if it ain't broke,
complaining.
don't fix it. It did work for him at times last year. I can tell you that paper came in the nose.
125.
And all of a sudden he started pounding. I mean,
Katanya Indopret.
this is going to be really interesting. I think two really good teams here, Quack. Obviously, I favor Gen G just in a lot of different aspects. They look pretty darn good against Loud, who ended up being the second place.
Oh,
Ya
yeah.
Burtik sebelum saya tutup adik-adik.
But
Langsung
RRQ has
aja.
a lot to prove here, and I talked to them real quick on the way up to the stage today. Just had a brief moment to say hi and introduce myself, but they said that today it's just we got to play as we practice. That's going to be the key for us here today. Sticking to our guns, sticking to our game plan, and then we can make this work.
It does look
Puasa,
like they
iya
have
paling
a
Islam loh.
different game plan though as to how they played during
Iya, puasa,
lock-in,
Bang, puasa.
because this is a
Kita main
different
gimmick
team
ya adik-adik, gua
composition. Kinda
ajarin.
like what Seth was talking about. Double controller.
3, 2,
really need to look out
1,
for that
0,
execution coming into
close.
Yeah, both these teams relying on double initiators,
Eh,
but
udah
also the
ke-close
double
belum sih?
controller for
Oh,
Gen G,
udah.
like you're talking about. It's going to be super intriguing to see how they do this. A little bit of pressure.
Bang Matt,
being
os Bang Matt.
applied here at the dish, and it's gonna be 2
Oke,
kills for
saya
Elmimo.
suka Elmimor sudah mendapatkan 2 di
Outside of
Emen.
Arcade, he's already, excuse me, he's already fighting 2. And this is troublesome for
RRQ
Gen G
banget gak sih,
because
bro,
they
ini, bro?
don't quite have the numbers. They were thinking of pulling off an A split, but instantly it's being
Up,
red.
2GE
They
sudah
might
mendengar.
able to rotate over, but guess what? 2GE is right here ready to receive them.
Yeah, that's a huge double kill for him. And
Kecil lagi suaranya ya.
phenomenal
Kampret.
performer at lock-in for RRQ. So definitely a lot of eyes
Tinggalan
on
ngebet,
Elmimo.
ya.
Him and King, really
Tinggalan
an
dah bang.
interesting story
Ini
here with
Expero
the
udah ngamuk
dueling,
ini bang.
controller, in this case they're not both playing Sentinels, but
Timing.
other types of players. will get the plant
Oh,
down.
buset.
Backed off for a moment.
Enak,
Still already going
masukin.
back into
Enak.
it. RRQ
Kamu
not
arcade.
letting up. The only one
Ya,
left here
LB
is
baru sial.
the IGL. Trying to find a bit of a headshot, but Flips will
Expero
answer
siapa?
right
Player
back.
baru?
Instantly,
Iya.
RRQ
Ini
takes
player
the
player
lead.
trial dari
That
MCG.
one, but that's okay.
We got that
I like
from
that.
Tasteless. He was here today.
I like that. I mean, you know, the pistol round, this is on the back of Elmimore.
DJ orang mana? Lombok apa Bogor? Gue
From the
lupa.
side of Gen G here with the Cypher. So take a look at it from his angle. Oh, and he just tucked himself behind the corner. The Haunt as well. Caught the back foot of God Dead. Then he even finds a third in the round. So a great start here for RRQ, and they were able to read that pistol pretty well.
Classic plays. I mean, just hiding off the off angle as well. I think this means that Gen G needs to be a little bit more careful in the forward rounds. Now, moving onward, they will have just some pistols to work with. Meanwhile, RRQ already going for that Bulldog too. Flip saving on the Ghost is a little bit interesting to me though. Maybe he's going for an op in future rounds, but here we go right into it. Another
Elmimore with the Bulldog.
Keeps going.
Teneneng,
So
teneneng.
impressive off the rip here. Doing a great job holding down some of these angles for his team. And yeah, gun advantage definitely helps. But looking to see how this Cypher continues to play out. There's no Neon to contest with here.
Ini saatnya kita belajar cyber dari Elmimore.
Unexpected situation they're going to run into.
Oh, traps itu masih bisa anjir.
You know, in some ways that kind of helps you out as the Cypher. That's one less kind of obstacle you have to deal with.
Oh, sakit.
On with these trap wires.
Exactly, right? This is something that might actually give RQ a buff, in fact. If anything, Gen G might
Hyper
want to
BJ.
consider spending some utility like a paint shells just to break up some of those Cypher utilities, apply a bit of that pressure before you go for a hit on the other side. But then again, I think what we're seeing right now is very similar to what we just saw in the pistol round.
I like what you're saying. It is going to be tricky
delay
to deal with those trap wires. Looks like Gen G's going to try to make their way
IJ,
over
jangan
the
melakukan
Cypher.
kesalahan aneh, IJ.
Trying to clear the way. Let's see if they can get in, get the plant down.
Well, looks like they will actually. Oh,
di cancel plan-nya.
A little bit of snake bite, forced them
Wah.
off the plant. Oh,
Wah.
it's gonna be TS.
Wah. Oke.
Trying to get the fourth, but 2G.
Konyol ya, hilang 3 tuh sama Serif.
Great damage done here by TS.
RRQ Severin diganti, RRQ Severin tuh.
It's a good start for him. No kills anywhere else to be found yet
Bang.
on the Gen G side. So see if they can start picking it up here with the rifles in their hand. But yeah, again, holding that angle well, using that wall, obscure himself and still find the power of the gun. TS just absolutely disgusting.
Buset, enak bener nih orang.
4 bullets, 4 hits, 2 heads, 2 bodies. Damn, that's what you're looking for from TS. And the last time they played on Fracture for Gen G, yeah, TS was absolutely going ham on that Brimstone.
Certainly was. This time on the Astra, you might have some more responsibilities, so I think that's something that Gen G might have to work around.
1 banding 200.000 bang
it's
joknya,
clear that
buset.
this guy's still sharp.
No doubt. He's got a lot of responsibility, but he has certainly stepped up to the plate for this team, at least from what we've seen so far. Even going back to like some of the off-season events that Gen G played in, he was playing really well there too. So you'll have to see it. You know, one of our veteran players here, he's been around for as long as, literally since the start, basically, of Valorant Esports in Korea. You know, previously on the Quantum Strikers, the sister team of the Mission Strikers. Long history. A lot of these players have been floating around with TNL, the former sister team of DRX. And they've had a ton of success, other than, you know, they could never topple the insurmountable obstacle that was.
BJ, oke, mantap Bani, mantap, dapat bonus, let's go, dapat bonus ini.
Well, RRQ in fact are anchoring down this B side like nobody's business. Gen G taking the zip line over.
Asik, langsung lewat arcade ya kan? Tunggu aku di arcade.
I don't think it's gonna be
Ready
good.
stun.
RRQ are just preparing for this. They're reading this like a book.
Wah, mantep, cuma mati 1 bro.
Wow. I mean, what a statement that RRQ is making here to start.
Lo Bang Ben, halo.
Knocked Gen G's
Normal
rifle round out of their hands. They just won the bonus.
Blast King
this is
mana?
devastating for Gen G.
Blast King
Now
6
they're
player
back to
kali.
Sheriffs, and it's full rifles aboard for RRQ. I mean, they just came in and they punched Gen G right in the mouth. I mean, it is a little bit tricky. So you're sacrificing, you know, the neon here for an extra smoke, basically, to try to, you know, give yourself the opportunity to get through, but you don't have that speed. You don't
Ya,
have that
Marlboro merah, bet on Gen G. Selamat malam.
in the same way. Yes, you have the Astra to try to reach out and do that, but that's a little more readable.
Pada bawa 3 round ya kan?
I'm inclined to agree. I've definitely seen similar compositions. Having 2 controllers makes me think You want to go for that sort of post-plant lineup thing.
Yes.
Astra, Gravity Well plus
Oh,
Snake
Meteor
Bite combo,
Gaming.
but you
Aduh,
need
Meteor
this Firefly to
Gaming.
make that work, and
Buta
Meteor has to be the one to
mimornya.
open up the side. He's doing it this time with a stinger
Emang
of
nggak
all
boleh
things,
dipuji,
and
nggak
of
boleh.
course a little bit more space for the team. Flips though, gonna be able to spray down through the smoke.
It's a gun upgrade for Meteor, and that's huge to have your superstar duelist find a Vandal.
Juaniko my bet, taunya nggak ngebet.
Pivotal, he's up there.
Nggak masuk taunya.
Here comes the rolling thunder,
Up,
but
Flip Jider.
He's on the
Flip
other side
Jider.
of it.
Sent towards the wrong
Wah,
direction,
ente Flipsider.
and that's gonna
Up.
be Goddead trying to find a trade. EJ goes right back into it, so we're on a 2-1-2.
B-man satunya kan.
Pistols
B-man satunya
only.
B-man.
It's not gonna work out so well unless TS can repeat that same magic.
Kaget nih pasti ini nggak ada yang tahu nih.
With the gravity well pulling them off the defuse. They're
Oke,
not
EJ
quite
lihat.
sure where he is, but EJ seems
Oh.
to have an inkling. It's gonna be a headshot though. This is not impossible. All he needs is that
Oke,
one.
nice.
But it's not gonna
Mantap
happen.
Expero from MCG.
Sephiroth denies it. 4-0.
I mean, TS is trying to do everything he can here for Gen G to get them wins, and they almost pull off a thrifty here in the fourth
Ya
round.
elah Ju,
It's
45
just still
doang lu
not quite
Ju.
enough. 5 and 4. You know, now you've got some other kills floating around. Meteor, Goddead finding one apiece, 2 for Eco, but still, nobody else is really stepping up here.
Kayaknya serem, iya.
Timingnya
Timingnya dapet deh.
Here to set up Meteor. But overall, I mean, you can't keep relying on just TS alone to get this done. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. He's a smart
Baku
player.
nih,
Just
hamnyong
couldn't
nama
quite
semida.
convert on that last kill, and you can see it's
UID nggak bisa lewat, nggak bisa lewat, nggak bisa kabur lu.
Okay, we got this.
Starting to warm up, perhaps. You know, it is getting closer, but we certainly need to see more. Am I right, Clinton? Right now, though,
45 permen
the way
sugus
that they're
juga
playing
dapet.
this, repeatedly
Permen
applying
sugus
pressure
dulu
to
50 bro,
maybe
zaman gua
peeking
SD
into
itu.
A-main a little. RRQ
Cepet dapat 2.
very disciplined on the other hand.
No, you're absolutely right. They're doing a great job of holding their angles, responding to the pressure of Gen G, usually finding that opening
Itu
kill.
Eko orang Jawa,
At
orang
least making a
Batam.
trade of it. That last round didn't quite work out, but they were able to respond. Of course, the upgraded, the improved firepower versus what Gen G had. Now they've already pushed out to the ropes here. Gen G had left the spike behind. We're trying to just look for potential push-outs underneath sewer.
Pero itu Teboto beda bang.
Catch RRQ maybe getting a little overconfident in this round, did not come through, and now they begin shifting back towards A main. It's going to be the full force, it looks like, of Gen G. No ults in hand, so it's just going to have to get done through the use of their regular old utility.
Terkah poin bisa nggak 500 like kan bansos? Seperti biasa 1000 like 500.
A trap wire in the way, a camera
Udah
set up
mutlak
just
itu mah.
above them.
Up,
Seems
kamera
really
nggak
ready to
kelihatan.
check for it. It seems like they haven't noticed that camera just yet.
You know what it is? It's Flips. I think making a call for
Awas,
this.
awas,
He's got
awas.
that rolling thunder. He just
Oke,
wants to go
nice.
in for a retake play, and they are in position to do this. A main now under contest. A prowler just
Lempar.
a check. A
Aduh,
deep
aduh,
shell to
aduh,
push that
aduh,
back. But here
kabur.
comes Concuss and a snake bite to hold that ground. King pushing in, going to spray,
Oh,
getting a quick
bisa
double,
sama King.
maybe a third trade instead.
EJ,
It's all good
EJ.
because now EJ is the only one here. He's stuck up by A main. Doesn't quite
Wah,
have
flashnya
the
bagus
routine that he
banget,
wants to go off
buset.
of, and Echo will be the one that put
Terus tiba-tiba ya kan meledak tuh.
Pivotably here, when Goddead placed the spike, he was able to get his ult in hand. That canceled out that rolling thunder you were talking about. I think you're absolutely right that RRQ was looking to set up for that retake, but Gen G was able to find their, counter ultimate, put it into place. A good kill here.
Gereget gak pakai bumbot, ya itu hanya pemikiran Iron.
It's been really good, King. We need to see him come alive. He was absolutely, again, a
Kalau dia ngeluarin bumbot pasti dipick duluan.
King was
Itu kalahnya karena udah ada flash aja, karena kena flash.
Gen G came up short, so we're looking to see him continue to pick it up. He's playing that Viper the whole time there as well, so no.
No,
That's not real. It can't be.
it can't be.
Kalau udah sedekat itu mah nggak boleh ngeluarin
It's not
util bro.
possible.
That's not true.
This happened before. But all right, I think
Aduh, mulai nih bro.
all of you guys must be really happy.
Tuh kan?
I gotta be
Technical
honest,
post
I'm a
kan
little
lihat
bit
gara-gara apa like-nya baru
distinct
200.
having my prediction
Coba.
for RRQ. But
You
it
and
is-
Victoria, yeah.
yeah, we
Penonton
have
nih,
Victoria.
kocak.
It is a well-played round by Gen G, I have to say, because like you mentioned,
Sampai maghrib.
might be a retake setup from
Mau sampai
Flips and
maghrib bang,
RRQ,
buset dah
but
bang.
Gen G were making the right reads. With the
Kesian amat
post-plant
kita, Bang.
setups, the positions that they were playing, holding A main, making sure that no one makes it past King. That was something that really gave them the momentum in that round. And now, let's see if they can do a little bit more. Oh my gosh.
There you got the hot pack on that. It's
Aku belum like, wah konyol lu bos Rifki.
It's decently warm in the studio. I mean, it's a little chillier outside today.
Meta paus kali ini guys.
For for those players, maybe they're used to a warmer climate. Because Korea,
Di situ T-nya tag pause. Wow. Buset, anget tuh kayak jidat Elmimer.
Oh wait, yeah, right, of course.
You've been here 6 years, my friend.
Yeah, I've been here a while.
Oh, Bani pakai Logitech gitu ya, keyboardnya ya. Apa? Yang cloud itu guys, yang ada awan-awannya apa? Logitech apa? Gue lupa lagi. Pinbray gila bisa sampai 500 lah, iya. Pinbray anti kalah bro. Cuman sayangnya masih lagi jadi abu dia nih. Kurang keren. Oh, Logitech awan, ya. Tas. Gila nih Epos tas. Logitech mega mendung. Cacat anjing. Oh, mulai guys, mulai.
Is the right read, the right call, and when everything starts to
Mega bendung.
play off like that,
Makan jagung terus.
Genji gets to do what they want to do. We need more rounds like that though, and I'm a little bit worried about this one because we can see that RRQ has 3 ultimates to work
Lu
with.
beneran orang mega bendung lu bang ya?
Quickly pushing through A main into
Oh my gosh.
attacker spawns. They got a ton of info. They know this is not, either right now they're thinking, okay, they're pushed up towards B main, or they're on the other side of the map, and they know pretty well now that they're on the other side. So Flips make his way over. Still that rolling thunder. You'd love for Flips to get a kill. A one and done here would be great if Genji were to push that direction.
Buset, main lama nih.
They're changing their minds. Looks like Genji is just kind of feeling the map out themselves. And
Ayah
nobody's
wae
really
Kang, ayah.
spotted exactly where the other is. Other than this camera. This camera helps.
This is such a tense moment. Clinton, this makes me really nervous. Nobody
Dari
knows
nggak trauma
anything.
pick
Nobody's
Lotus.
seen
Lumayan lah,
anything.
kalahnya juga tipis kan.
Zero information. It's all just positional plays. RRQ at the very least kind of has an idea that, all right, it's not going to be an A hit, at least not towards A main. Kind of seen that tree is clear as well. So the only other place it could be is the other half of the map. So they're instantly
Elmimore mati guys.
It's a little bit too late. Elmimore's gone. And here comes
satu-satu kecoelik namanya nih. Iya, si TS mengerikan sekali. Kali nge-kill 2-3.
Get the spike down or post plant positions. Genji 2-4.
The beginning of this round is so well handled by Genji in terms of they take their time, they're waiting things out, then they spot this trap wire and they sniff out Elmimore's position. They set up a trap for him.
20 momen Elmimore.
Knock his trap wire out, push ahead of it, take him down. That is such a
Hamnyong nama sepeda.
thought out play here from Genji, and they had all the time.
Mughal down play.
Set it up, and then from there, it's just, I guess, TS go kill.
I guess.
That's his job here today on Fracture. So it seems to be his job on Fracture often, but really, that was the crucial moment in that round. They recognized where that trap wire was, and they made a set play off of it.
Excellent point. Harkening back to what we saw in the first 2 rounds of Pistol, but this time around, just instant contact plays on towards A. Maybe a bit of a smoke just to block them off to GE.
Okay.
It's up to Genji to decide whether or not they actually want to commit to this.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tricky for Genji because that orbital strike and that rolling thunder is still there. So if you get to the site, you know, it's going to be, you're going to feel that pressure. Do we have the time to make the plan without getting harassed? You know, are you going to get pushed off by that?
Lagi Repo, terima kasih 24 bulan ya. Anjay, ini dia, bitch. Pelangi pertama adik-adik. Gila, nih abang kodok, bro.
Still tricky because
24 tahun lihat tuh.
How are they thinking about this round? They got aggressive, they got the favorable trade for this eco. So far,
kasih pelanginya, Bang.
Oh boy.
Now, Elmimore is hiding.
He's got the cam.
That's a great cam spot because when King reacts to it, he can react.
Only a
dapat Elmimore, nice.
That's good enough. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and instantly Genji gets to set their
Ketua Kodok Indonesia, anjir.
RRQ are the ones who are rotating over. They don't quite have
2 tahun di channel mati, iya bisa-bisanya ya, keren juga.
And that's gonna take the spike off. 10 seconds left, and King has to make a move.
Wah, don't get in my way.
And then the plant.
This is tough, dude. This is tough. There's a rolling thunder.
Nice bang.
Aftershock, Rolling
Aduh,
Thunder.
aduh nggak kena.
He's okay though. He's
Ayo
got
Bani,
so
Bani,
much
dapat
cover.
Bani.
In fact, he backs up in towards tower.
Tower Bani, tower, Bani, tower!
Does have
Tidak.
the shot in the back, and Gen G finding their stride.
Yeah, this is a great round for both sides, I think. I think RRQ,
Kamu bunta sungkem bang, kau bunta sendiri Malmer ya.
really good job of finding a lot of
Yang perangin
damage
sendiri si
into
Repo.
Gen G. Use their ults well. You know, this little double stack, great positioning. You know, the flash finally does come in, but it's a little bit late. This is a great position from Elmimor. You know, he changes up the way he's playing versus last round. No traps this
Si
time.
Kong
just
nih,
playing off his
Kong
hand,
KR.
able to find himself a pick off of it. They get the slow and the orbital strike onto the planting breach eco
Combo, yeah.
And then that combo is great. And then King here finds a great angle to get his Viper's Pit up in a tower, gets the win.
Here we go back into it though. Meteor instantly opening things up, but he gets traded by Elmimor. Gen G.
Oke, nice EJ.
But they might have the sight, but not the numbers advantage.
Ngeri KR.
Instead, it's gonna be EJ and Zephyro with their ultimate.
Aduh, buta maksimal.
Combo. In fact, it's gonna be
Tret.
Gen G taking the fight to them.
Iya, EJ-nya.
How are they doing this? Knowing where exactly to use that utility, leaving Zephyro alone,
Boleh.
even sending out
Ngeri
the ultimate
KL.
doesn't quite work out for them. RRQ actually hurts in this moment.
What a shot from Goddamn. Just catches the ear of EJ. EJ looking in a different direction, just wasn't quite ready. Goddad heard the ult and actually stepped up into it. You don't see that too often. The confidence there from Goddad pulling this round through here for Gen G, along with King, who played that corner really, really well. He got a flash to set him up there towards defender spawn, able to find 2 big kills. Elmimor, though, how does he pull the trigger? when Meteor's coming
cair
around?
lah.
I mean, Meteor, fortunately for him,
Cair
got
kah?
the rocket off just before Elmimor domed him in the head, but still, Elmimor, man, he is so impressive right now. Just having
Nah, berarti yang Cyber bakal nge-carry ini Cyber.
so far with the way he's playing off his utility,
yes.
finding shots like this, finding value right from the rip, getting big multi-kill rounds for his team. Even though
Lagi dipakai terus kan, Pandal apa? Phantom Champion nih lagi banyak yang pakai juga.
Tied up, and I think we might have a timeout. I think this is a good time for one for RRQ. But that being said, it's a great match so far for both teams.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, 4 rounds won on
Rada
both
dingin
sides
gini,
each win streak.
Bentar guys, sudah setengah
Of
5
course,
bentar ya.
though, this is now the momentum on
Damn!
Genji's side, and RRQ are the ones that kind of have to meet them. Like what Seth said, they need to challenge them. Zephyro needs to step up. And right now, what we're seeing, in fact, is Elmimor stepping up.
Yeah, and I think this to me is, I was definitely of the mind that I thought Elmimor might be the best player on this team, at least right now. So for me, I'm pretty happy to see that he is, really leaning into this.
Lots of positional plays.
So smart. I mean,
Really?
he got outsmarted once, but then the next round, he's right back at it, changing things up and catching Gen G off guard.
Look at this, Meteor fans and everything as well. That guy's so intense.
He's got a lot of fans. He is a popular.
Cing di push rank.
Like the Meet the Teams videos. and,
Beliin
like,
cakwe apa ya
interviews.
buat ini, buat
The
buka,
sort of dude
buset.
that's, I don't care about breaks. That doesn't exist in my vocabulary. I'm just
Malah
gonna
push
straight all
rank di
day long.
Milta.
He's a grinder, man. He wants to win. He wants to be the best. So, obviously that's a big reason why Gen G, coming over here to the Pacific, he was one of their top prospects,
Without a doubt.
top players to go for. I don't blame him. I mean, you saw what he did.
Experience
with North
sebenarnya
Section.
dari
Same with,
trial MCG
him
itu.
and Coach Bile,
Dari
were
MCG
together
sok
there.
trial
Yes,
kayak
and
RRQ.
they beat Zeta.
They beat Zeta, dude. I mean, think
KFC
about
rendang,
this.
wah.
Coach Bile is the
Saya
coach,
suka
right?
sih. Gimana Malmer mau beliin
With
lagi kah malam
TNL
ini?
and previously, Quantum Strikers and stuff.
Tambah saus
Always
rendangnya
doing a great
Malmer.
job here,
Wah,
but they
itu
kept
kacau.
running into DRX
Tapi
before, like, the final,
dia
and they kept getting beat out.
kalau orang yang gak doyan asin pasti
Find
bilangnya
themselves on the other
keasinan.
side of the bracket.
Buat bumbunya
So,
pasti.
They may have been the second best team in Korea at times previously. May have been better than F4Q when they qualified for Masters. Maybe.
Tapi
But they
pedas-pedasnya
ran
masih
into
kerasa.
DRX. They ran into that buzzsaw that was.
Saya botol main di map apa
Buzzsaw.
biasanya? Di semua map biasanya.
See what I did? All right, let's see if there's some contact here. But yeah, I mean, Coach Bile, tons of credit to him. Look what he did with North Africa.
Gue doyan
Goes over
buat
there, he
asin,
turns
sok
them into
cobain
a
Malmer.
winning team in that Japanese region.
Hopefully doing the same with Gen G as well. If they want to meet DRX, they want to prove that they are the best first, they have to beat RRQ.
30
again,
seconds left.
With these strats that we're seeing right now, RRQ, the way that they're taking up space on the map, just pushing out into
Gila,
Gen G
Expero bro.
actually, and then
7 bulan
getting
MC gini.
information that way. Now they know it's going to be an A main hit. They're prepared for this. There might be a Cosmic Divide.
Up,
and
satu
they're
masuk side.
respecting that. But I see that utility
10 seconds
possibly
left.
coming in. They're just waiting for it.
Spike
EJ
planted.
up on top. As
Ya,
soon as this
EJ-nya ke
curve
silent dong.
falls, they might have no idea
Gak punya apa-apa juga sih.
he's on the other side. Meteor hiding up on top. Everything covered up by Nebulas. They're waiting for a bit of a
Flash,
move,
EJ.
flushing out
No.
positions. In fact, it's going to be a flash coming in. A bit of a chat.
Ya, dari CT.
But they're only able to take out that one. RRQ can't quite break through. Flips. Getting one,
Buang
and then the
P2.
trade from Elmi Moore, perhaps, but it's a 1-on-2 now. Sheriff
Wah,
in
ente.
hand. It's not going to work out. TS, look at the positions from Gen
Ini
G.
bukan ada DRX. Buset, udah farewell lama itu mah.
From TS, the way he plays this, he has his ultimate. You know, he gives Gen G. Oh, they're gonna go for a timeout here.
Oh.
Bile didn't like something he saw in this round, and I think, you know, the beginning of this, you just said
Udah
it, right?
oke nih
You need to
David
see
padahal.
Zephyro step
Hop,
up.
ya
Here's
kan
two
2.
big kills right out the rip. Again, winning those early trades, but then TS gets into screens, gets the flank angle against RRQ and locks them down. Repositions as Elmi Moore comes back in, catches him at an
Apakah ini
unexpected
kutukan
angle.
4?
That is phenomenal movement from your IGL. That is exactly
Lah,
what you
timeout
want
lagi.
from your smartest player.
It's such an interesting timeout, though, because they just won that round. Bile,
He
what
does
do you
this
think?
sometimes. If he saw something he didn't like, I think maybe with that early double kill that Zephyro got, he's seen that too many times where Gen G, like we saw it against that eco round where they double stacked at on top of drop, right? I think he doesn't want that anymore. If it's me, I'm saying, whoa, guys, this can't keep happening. We will start losing rounds if we keep losing to these double stacks.
That's a great point. And it's definitely a lot of these different bits of map control. Ewok is the coach of RRQ discussing something too. It's a bit of
What the
this.
fuck? Ini stiker
push
apaan
and
temen
pull,
gua,
this
bentar
give
guys.
and take that both teams are
Narsis
playing right
bener
now,
bikin
and it's
stiker
getting
sendiri.
intense. Of course, RRQ feeling that heat. They haven't won a round yet since this win streak from Gen G.
Wah, ada
See if they
apa?
can turn it around here. I think maybe that timeout, you know, might have given them the opportunity to
Yang jaga player lihat-lihat capek juga berdiri di sepanjang match. Emang? Legenda, diem lu aja. Apa sih? Ya ibu.
I know. It's setting up for that ace split.
Iya kangen gua sedikit, makasih 60.000-nya ya.
And it completely calls it clear. In fact, it's going to be Echo from the top drop, finding one player onto the next. Zephyro hiding inside.
Iya.
Oh my god, this is good
Uy!
position. He pops out. He finds
Masih
Meteor,
dapet
and
loh.
the Star Duel is gone. King going in to retrade this out.
Apa sih?
Spike planted. It's a 3-on-3 retake.
I love the presence of mind here from Gen G to recognize that he was in that smoke, though. They knew there were two over here, that they knew the fade was missing, and Meteor suspected.
Terus saya ulang-ulang ya. Gue udah mulai kesel ya.
All's good reads, and we're
Tapi lagi puasa nih. Aduh, King KR ngeri gini, King KR,
It
aduh.
doesn't even matter if you're peeking him. 2GE, the only one left, uses the incendiary to flush him out, but still has one more player left to
2G.
deal with. This is
2G,
King.
2G.
He is wearing the crown. 2GE, what do you have? Taps it, sticks it.
Stick.
But here comes King with Peaky. Here's the
Wah, ente, bro.
time. And a quadra for the
TTD. Aji.
Perfect play here by King at the end of the round. Finds 4 kills total, and this is the King that we saw at lock-in, who was fired up, who was dialed in.
Bangkangan.
Multi-kills round, clutch as always. And, you know, this is a good entry here for the side of Gen G. They're able to put
Capek udah, legenda.
early contact with Gen G and RRQ at A main, backs RRQ off. Gen G's able to take a little bit of extra space there. They're able to kind of identify. We know there's these two here based on the utility we saw. They're able to suss out Zephyro. No, he trades it. It's a good finish, good timing at the end by King. Played that to perfection.
Oh my God,
Alhamdulillah,
but switching
legenda.
things up now on the
Fuck you,
pacing of
legenda.
things, They know that RRQ's on the eco and they're going in fast with it. It's like you said, you know, they're making
Aggressor. Oh my God.
Unfortunately,
Double
those are
tap
only
seri.
heroics that last for a couple
Suara
of
UPI kan
seconds.
capek
Gen G
bener.
still overwhelming them. They have the sight.
I was like, 2G, he just
Oh my
snuck
God,
underneath their noses, and he's going to do something. I love it. I love it. Great entry by Meteor, but a really nice hiding position by 2GE. But get a little bit
Ya
more.
Allah, sial bener.
Meteor. 4
Ente dah.
kills, dude. What a round from Meteor. Great entry, great follow through. You know, the damage done by 2GE is kind of whatever since this is the last round. It doesn't hurt you economically. So you're totally fine taking that. Let's see what RRQ can do. Let's see if they can get it to that 7-5.
I don't know, man. With the way that Gen G have been playing, this is 7 rounds in a row.
Next map.
And it's just crazy,
Mantap tuh.
this
Tong,
performance. I
tong.
feel like 2GE is out for blood.
Yeah, man.
With those sheriff kills,
Those were sick. I mean, we've seen some really good
Teori
plays from
attacker.
RRQ.
Ini mapnya Gen Z, bro.
Like, they're catching Gen G off guard a lot. And they're having some really good moments. It's just the follow through, the protocols towards the
Ya,
some of
tag
the
pause
post-play
dah.
situations.
Iya nggak sih?
Since in the beginning, they looked pretty good. They had some good ideas for the retakes.
Bang,
Gen G
ah.
making some good adjustments, taking a little bit of space
Bang,
early.
ah.
You know, making sure that their angles are clear. Like, one thing for
Bang,
me, for Gen
kangen.
G
Ya,
that's
wibu.
turned the tide here is that a lot of times, you know, it was fast
Another.
retakes from the side of RRQ, and now Gen G is making sure space is clear. They're putting that double controller comp to better effect. They're getting a little bit more in front of them. You know, in terms of
Ini kayak kudu di bring back flip flip jeder duelis nih kayaknya nih.
post-plant lineups, they're using it to clear out a lot of these spaces.
EJ, kamu jago EJ.
Doesn't get to hide in some of these sneaky spots like what we've seen from LB more before.
Thank you EJ incoming, what the fuck.
You said it really well. It's been a good adjustment here, and I get why. I totally understand why Bial took a second timeout like right away.
Right.
Because I was seeing things that would, if I was a coach, would make me really upset. Was that they kept dying to these these early off-angle positions that are.
Terus tengah aja udah kena comeback ay.
Whether it be a double stack, whether it's just one
Ajik
player.
OC nontonnya mantep. OC nonton apa? Ngabuburit, coba lihat nonton apa. Nonton makanan dia.
So absolutely.
Oh, nonton yang itu ya.
The chess match here has been really good so far.
It's
Mukbang jus.
really a lot of back and forth. But
TO lagi. Hah? Sukiyo. Bukan yang gua. Yeah, let's go. Ame. Oh, ame. Oh, ame. Oh.
Slightly attacker side to at lock-in, but here in Asia in particular.
Ya Allah, itu ulti ya. Ame. Oh. Ya Allah, sial banget, guys. Ya Allah, konyol banget ini. Oh, dekat Elmi. David sekarang uset dah tuh flash. Meninggal dong dah. People live.
So well played by Gen G.
Apa nih? Seperti ketekan 4-0, guys.
That feels bad. We've all been there, right? You get stuck in a corner and you have no way out from a volley. You're just like, well, this is my life now.
This is fine. Fire everywhere.
It's like record scratch. So you're wondering how I got here. I mean, again, you know, you're seeing good things from RRQ, but it's just not quite enough. The depth here for Gen G, they started to make good reads. They started to
Iya, kocak dualisnya. Hah, dualis. Bos Rifki, terima kasih 30.000-nya lagi Bos Rifki ya.
With the snake bites to do some damage, and then the follow-up meteor is.
Yeay, kagak usah.
He's chasing him with his ultimate.
Gitu nih semete keretane. Wah, ame.
It's up to them to think about how they want to approach the second half. They're attacking half. So far, we've seen them take.
Iya, Renat Irfan, terima kasih 11 bulannya. Bagus. Untung ada yang regen member. Jadi lihatnya ke live chat. Bagus. Kenapa coach Ewok segitu banget kameranya ya?
What I'm thinking about though is like with this momentum on Gen G's side, 8-4, will they get aggressive?
it's going to be a
cat
little bit
game,
hard for them
cat
to get
game.
because of the cypher. So you almost have to, like, on your retake, flip a coin. You know, am I going to come from, let's say it's B side, am I going to come from arcade or main, right?
Itu
Which
pas
side
lagi
is
apa
that?
ya, Abio ya? Kok gue lupa.
By far more difficult side to get through.
Itu pas lagi
I
apaan
expect
ya?
that some of Gen G's retakes, you know, might send one
Ancang-ancang
down
dulu lagi ketawanya.
to clear that utility, at least make sure that that flank angle is being
Kalau orang
thought about. You
Lu orang kok punya sih videonya siapa yang upload itu, woi?
Yeah, exactly. And so what I'm really curious here about for RRQ is
Sore
the entrance
Gio.
will probably be pretty good.
Channel siapa itu?
You know, the raise play.
Oh nggak dimakasihin, gue ben yang 12 kan. Oh iya, gila makasih lupa. Makasih Bos Rifki. Donasi 12.000-nya ya. Semoga rezekinya lancar terus. Amin ya rabbal amin. Maaf lupa.
Because Gen G, like, let's say you're on B side again. You're coming from Link, you're coming from Generator.
Oh,
Those
si
two
Udin.
lanes are gonna
Kocak
be
lu, Udin.
popular. That, to me, is going to be onto the Brimstone and the two initiators to kind of control that space. You know,
have to say your dual stuff.
right. That
Fine
too, right? For those
information.
entries. Yeah.
Flush people out of positions. Make
Puasa
sure
nggak?
focus up
Puasa.
the cover, but this is that aggression that I was thinking of. Gen G.
Elmimor, aduh dikejar.
Even using the paint shells as
B-nya udah
little bit of
pasti
additional cover,
kosong
but
karena
Nobar has
nge-push
no idea what hit
semua.
him, and, what is this? They came all the way from the other side of the map.
They're like, you guys want to push that way? That's fine. See, this is the kind of double-edged sword of
Pushing,
overstacking
yeah.
the Cypher side. Is that if the other team reacts well to it, then they can
Ada lemon
punish
nggak,
you
Bang?
for it. They can get the
Ada.
plant out, and now they get deep into the spawn here. It is spotted.
Allahu Akbar.
He
Kena
does have that
timing
one.
yang
The spike
sangat
is kind of planted
kurang.
out in the open, though. That's one thing that Gen G has to
Awas,
worry
ada si King
about. So
KR.
with all their post-plant decisions, kind of works out. Flips in a good spot just to
Ih,
trade, but
buset itu klasiknya udah kayak waktu gua ngepick ke
in fact,
flower
they're
tuh.
sticking it all the way through
Iya.
with Zephyro. Unfortunately, a little bit too
Iya.
far. Might be able to find the frags, but not the round win. And Gen G will still be going off with its win streak.
Ngeflick
It's
gitu
close
one
for
tap ya.
RRQ. I love the idea. I love the play call
Yeah.
here. Off of the contact.
Cetak 4 bro,
that Elmi
teori.
takes. And again, you know, this is another way you could deal with this Cypher. You know,
King KR
almost
mengerikan.
exclusively that Cypher's going to be watching the flank angles. It's the typical Sentinel setup. You can overrun it, right? You can, you know, and hope that Elmi Moore, at worst, he's gonna trade you. But in this case, they just overrun him, and it's a great idea here. The RRQ just pulls the trigger, just goes right for the plant, gets in a Gen G spawn, but they just can't hold down.
It's not going to be easy at this point to hold anything down. I mean,
Wah ini ente
might have
adik-adik.
marksmanship
Lihat.
to hold your own
41.
ground and
Buset, ini
play off
titiknya kecil banget ya?
individual skill, but getting those round wins, finding
Lawannya
those
tas.
post-plant positions,
Up.
especially when Gen G are this confident, it's tough.
And Gen G has found a ton of
Oke,
great
Bapak
shots.
Serif Indonesia.
He's been good.
Just walks in with this, got dead, spending that fragment just to hold them off for a second, but they have other routes, other options to go with. This is the shorty play though. Spends the first shot,
Ish,
swaps back to the
Wush,
Spectre, and
gila.
holds himself down.
Gila.
A triple kill now, and RRQ trying to stick the defuse, can't do it any longer.
Beuh,
DJ
ente.
getting decimated by this meteor.
That's the
Ben
tough part
kangen.
about
Iya,
trying to
Wibu.
clear that tower with this utility. With the breach and the fade, everything is stuns or near sight. So that means God
DJ.
with that shorty still has the ability
Squad
to
gua main
punish
kaya
you
lu.
here. You know, unless you use the breach flash, but they use a smoke, and then this is all nearsighted. He can see this, and then he can switch right over, and he's got the angle. They try to come from him from the backside, but his reaction is phenomenal. And you can see why Gen G really wanted to bring Goddead in now for this team after lock-in. You can see the value he has. Another veteran player, a phenomenal
Ini udah
initiator.
kepikiran es goyo buat
Let's get it
buset. Di dia kan udah buka.
Seemingly a new addition, but is a veteran after all. And it
Belum deng,
shows.
sejam lagi.
Knowing that's near sight,
Ima
doesn't get
anatani
phased.
omo
now on
no
to the next
sete
round. Even
hora.
having suffered a bit of damage, he has that sheriff. He's looking for this bonus
Terus 1
win.
sampai 4 seterusnya.
Have the position just to push RRQ off of A main.
Kind of a little bit of a
Potential.
cat and mouse game here, right? Amen.
What is
Jay
DJ
faking a little bit that he might
Di
get
Dapai
aggressive,
kemarin
but
puasa gacor ya. Gila Dapai.
it's cleared out. I think they're just seeing if they could bait any
Dapai itu udah Apakah posisiku akan tergantikan? Oh shit, dengan masuknya something. Apakah Porsche akan memakai inisiator? Langsung gacor dapai.
Or the retakes possibly. But here's my worry. If you do get the B site,
Puasa kepikiran namanya.
Meteor to think about. You still have TS to think about.
IJ sudah entry
Here
adik-adik.
come the paint shells.
Tidak ada orang di side-nya.
Bang him up a little bit, but
Lalu
he's
di retake ya,
ready to
tipe-tipe permainan Korea.
Should be able to get this down. Genji just making
Nih
sure
Jason
that
yang
the
turun
flanks
2
are
map.
clear before they set up for this retake.
RRQ.
Look at how they're set up. They've got the fade.
Kekuatan
down to the south part of the
overthinking
map.
plus
Cypher,
Ramadan
like I said,
Karim
this
ya kan.
all
Evan
in the
Jabu
middle
terima
of the
kasih
map.
udah
Initiate
join
utility.
member.
This is all the
Anjay.
initiators to make sure that Genji doesn't find any success.
That's fantastic that you pointed
Oh,
that
IJ,
out.
let's go, IJ.
Nightfall.
Awas karat J.
So much time
IJ
and
pok-pok.
positional plays as
IJ
well.
pok-pok.
They can't hear this.
Ah.
They continue to move forward, but EJ starts
Ah.
2GE coming
Buru.
in. And now the last
Oke.
one, the last domino to
5
fall.
bisa nih. Ayo.
And
David
Zephyr
step up.
finding
Anjay,
that
David step up.
Win back for RRQ. 1 round after having lost 10.
Love the way that RRQ
Mati
sets this up. They
3,
get the
miskin
site
3
pretty much,
lagi.
without too much of a problem. They take some damage on the way in, but they have all 5 members left. So then, another
Buh.
so sick, so sick.
Alas, ya boy. Ini di Ayana ya RRQ ya?
The RRQ
Oh, seperti.
watch part in Indonesia. Oh my god, in Indonesia, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm so thrilled with the way that RRQ
Wah, hati-hati
set up
lu,
this
Bang.
post plan. Because you have the Cypher
Negara
on one
gue.
side, and then to kind of defend your weak side.
Okay.
Alas ya eta. Mantap IJ. One more IJ. Aduh. Good. Expero. Satu lagi. Oke, berangkat.
Sprays it down
Berangkat.
Sizzling like bacon. Moving on to the next part, it's going to be Echo, the only one left. Trying to fight back onto this. He's got a bit of the half by the Spectre.
Lari aja, Bang.
But he
Nah, cakep.
knows to watch out for that spike plan. He's just waiting if anyone
Blind spray.
crosses. If
Musuhnya keluar lagi ya,
though,
kocak.
he finds a frag, picks up a weapon, and then maybe
Sabar
gets a
banget nih
little
orang.
bit more.
L. Lah, pelan-pelan deh.
A bit off guard, goes for the flash just in case there was follow-up.
Udah off guard
Wants to make
banget
sure
itu.
that he can upgrade the rifle, does so.
Oke, Google.
A three-
Oke, Google. Mainkan rungkad.
A difficult
Nah,
one.
mampus
to say
lu
the
yang
least,
pakai oke Google.
for Echo, but
Not impossible.
not impossible. He's got a lot of his utility left, so
Okay, virtually impossible.
very difficult.
Seeing that there are 2 players stacked up on side makes me a little bit worried, but that does work out well. The aftershock
Siapa yang
flush
ngapain
flips
nyala?
out of position. Now he's all got to worry about A main. Incendiary already spent just to buy more time. They're
lah.
holding all the way back.
Hah?
It's going to be playing off of each other's
Itu gimana
context.
caranya?
Perhaps a spike, you're going to expect this double peek. He flashes them to buy a bit
Scan-nya
more time,
kenapa
but
di
what's
bawah
gonna
tanah,
happen?
Cuk?
No! You can't do that when you got 2 players breathing down your neck.
Yeah, that's tough, man. When you only have the flash
Hey, Siri.
utility, it's
Tell me a joke.
this isn't enough time to get a tap. You have to gamble that they're gonna wait a little bit longer.
Kok
You might
mendem
get
sih?
lucky. That's basically what you're doing there. But it's still not a bad play overall. But this round is just a scrappy one to start
Suara
off.
tidak dikenal, emang
Meteor
iya?
tries to get aggressive. RRQ reads it like a book. They're totally ready for his angle. They're totally ready for those blast packs that he's and how deep he's gonna get. They set up perfectly to counter it, but it's the round before
Jangan
that,
tokis
man,
lagi
I think
malas
it's so
pakai
interesting
earphone. Lah kan
for
gue
RRQ. I don't know
puasa,
if I'm
Kap.
gonna get enough time to talk about it here. Maybe the analyst desk can get it because the way that they crunched in towards
Jadi
the
cuma bisa
spawn
ownernya.
of
Oh, suara
towards that
tidak
generator,
dikenal, Bang.
towards
Oh,
that link.
yes.
So beautiful. And that's exactly what I wanted to see them do with this comp.
Up.
So much that they can do.
Goddead's got his ult. Let's see if he's able to kind of do something here with this attack. If he can survive, he's got to play
Mati
his
lu.
life. He just got a little bit of
God
contact,
get,
got
God
spotted
dead,
out.
God get. Apaan God
I don't know if
get?
he's going to use it this round, though, since they're on the eco. Yep.
Aduh.
Trying to contest
Tahan.
towards that tower. Godhead is
Si
here.
flash.
Goes in for that flash.
Oh, nice,
Turns
EJ.
away, EJ just in time. Boom
Satu.
In fact, it's the thing that catches Goddead. But of course, everyone else has arrived to the party. Genji, they're prepared for this. The only question is, will the pistols hold?
Eh.
Will the
Nice,
pistols
Deep-sider.
strike? Instead, it's gonna be flips and
Oh,
Zephyro pushing
blind
in.
shot lagi tuh David, lihat tuh.
Momentum's in hand.
Lagi buta spray aja.
Will be able kind of plant their flag or at least touch the site a little.
Awas Bang, tower Bang. Jangan kecualik. Jangan kecualik. Jangan kecualik.
Hit and run with this. He's got that frenzy
Lah.
still. And they try to challenge him. Might not be the best idea. Not unless perhaps you free fire. But regardless, all you really need is to get that spike down. LB now chasing from the other side. King not aware. Leaving Meteor, the last one left alone.
Bang Met.
As good as Meteor is, not so sure he could pull off the 1v4.
Flip.
Can't quite find the first
Flip,
couple shots.
flip.
Gets tagged up through the
Flip.
wall.
Oh no.
All but over. Yeah, they're just free firing, and there's nothing he can do there. That's so tough, dude.
Aero
Nice try.
sekarang.
Another great round here from RRQ. Now they're starting to mount their comeback.
Si Ame deui.
Start to get a little bit dicey from Gen G. I think if this one goes sideways, we might see another timeout from Mile. Coach Mile, Gen G. Overall, they're doing a great job now. They're playing off of each other. Look at this teamwork here. Everybody's, doing their job, doing their part. They're playing off their utility. They're able to catch King completely off guard there. Once they spot him,
Makasih bos Ripki 18.000-nya.
we're going for him. Get up there. Let's
Itu udah
hold
habis.
tower. I like the
Bang
pressure
kangen
they're
iya
applying.
wibu.
They're trying to find that little gap, and for now, at least in the previous round, they've identified it was tower. This time back.
IJ.
It's so quick with Meteor.
Aduh, nge-whiff guys. Kenapa di-spray?
Finds the headshot instead. Paint shells out just to push them further back, and RRQ Ranch throwing their plans. They have to find another option instead.
L.
The LB
Aduh,
trying to get
belum
a
disebut
little bit
L.
of preview with this, but no. Goddead denies it.
Yeah, two good holds on two crucial angles here for the side of Gen G. One over an A main, one there from Goddead
Back to A.
towards Gen.
Yes, di side.
They're retrying. CS is there, and he's not having any of it.
Iya.
I'm not a. This looks too blind to
Satu-satu
me.
dah matinya
You're
guys.
giving them individual fights. Everyone's peeking in one by one, and there's so many angles that they're not really covering because they're going in alone. Gen G, in fact, they're watching everything. Look at how they're positioned right now.
13-7 enggak
Yeah,
tahu
I
deh.
love what you're saying. RRQ is.
Abis ini kalah masih bisa beli sih.
Previous round, giving them a ton of credit for working together.
Masih ada kutukan 11 ini, tenang
They
aja.
go to a more isolation style, and that's tough to do against this disciplined Gen G team.
30 seconds left.
I understand maybe wanting to try to show a different look to Gen G, wanting to try something a little bit different, isn't working out.
Kalau
So I
kata
think
gua
after
mah
this
ya,
round, you go back to what was
mendingan
working here for
ngambil.
RRQ. It's the playing together,
Tadi
the playing
ngambil
up
apa?
utility,
Ngambil
that-
Sen tapi
that
harus
leapfrogging of
bunuh
utility,
si
trying to
TS.
Yeah.
TS, Eko.
Like that. Trying to bust
bunuh
through Gen G's
Breach.
defenses in
10
more
seconds
methodical ways instead of these individual plays.
IJ nggak ada
which of
support
course
flash.
we
Kan
know
tadi
they're
itu
good.
nge-stun
RRQ, of
kan.
course, talented, but
Flip
it's
jadernya
a lot harder to do that
nge-stun
on the
dulu bang.
attack side with the
You got-
isolated plays.
Kalau main katanya aja nggak boleh bohong bang, lagi puasa.
No,
Bang, hei,
you could be the
batal
most
main
talented
Lumel
player
langsung.
in the world, right? You could be, I don't know,
Remember
Ye,
to talk to each other
Simple,
out
maybe.
there.
If you just double satchel onto her team mains, gun staring down at you, yeah, it's still gonna be really hard. And this is how Meteor deals with it.
Yeah, well, that's
Iya.
he's maybe the toughest player in that equation that you have to go up against.
I
on
agree.
Gen G, right?
We saw
Sare Ben,
based
Sare.
off the
Bang, apaan?
press conference that we had earlier that he won all of those 1v1s.
He's disgusting. He's insane. I mean, you give him a Marshall, in particular, like he's such a scary player because he can turn rounds against you that you think you should win individually, and that's what makes a great
That
duelist.
star power, yes.
Exactly.
Hoping to see more from him, of course. But right now, Elmi Moore has been doing a lot for the team. EJ trying to lead the charge. In fact, it's just going to be an empty site. You know what this means, Clinton?
Planted.
Face
your fear!
Potentially, but okay. RQ's got ultimates of their own. Nightfall sent out. That only buys time, though.
Off your feet!
Bit of a response. Secondary ultimate, the Rolling Thunder, just to push them back again. But what they don't know is Echo and TS applying pressure from the opposite ends. of the
Iya,
site.
terbang tuh IJ.
With the acrobatics, trying to survive, but
Yeah.
still concussed. Echo flushes him out of position. Flips is the only one left. Has to hold it
Wah,
on his
ente.
own, but can't
Ente, bro.
quite make it
12, bro.
work. Gen G. They will be the
Wah,
first
Bani nggak kena-kena.
G here does a great job
Sepertinya harus pakai prelude Bani. Kita lihat Lotusnya adik-adik. Yang salah kemarin aja kan dibantai di map 1 ngebantai map 2. Tapi dibantai di map 3. Akbar kena timeout tuh Akbar. Yang baru join jangan lupa di like adik-adik ya, biar kita FYP ayo adik-adik. FYP 500 like kita kasih 200 poin seperti biasa ya.
Actually, Gen G's not. They're able to dodge a lot of those important ults. They don't really take any significant damage from them in terms of anything that got any kills even. And they were able to smother the angles from all sides and win their trade. So really nice adjustment here.
In fact, right, like you could even say the Nightfall.
Nah, ini nih yang gini-gini nih kurang ajar namanya nih.
On its own, they knew Arcade and Main could be those potential vulnerable entry points for Gen G.
Tuh, lihat kelakuannya, lihat. Kelakuan lu, Kinder Boy, makasih 11.000-nya ya.
Because his name is Ewok. Return of the Jedi, bro.
Konyol lu.
Please tell me you've seen Return of the Jedi.
Nama Kinder Boy, email Budi, email palsu lah.
I know what those AT-ATs are though.
Oh, okay.
I've seen
Bentar, ini yang buat apa nih anjir?
old movie Empire Strikes Back.
Belagoba ketawa.
You mean the great movie, The Empire Strikes Back?
Really old movie.
Terculik Baci.
Of course, just instantly start
Aduh.
things off.
He did that
They're
at
on match point.
He did that at lock-in.
This is certainly going to hurt RRQ.
I love that. He saves it for potentially the last round to get that pick. That's what makes Meteor so good. He's got all these great little set plays for himself.
Oh God. Oh, we talked about this. The individuality. RRQ just trying to find that gap, but
Malmer cuan bro, Malmer. Harusnya all in loh.
Firing squad, Clinton.
Flip sider. Sudah melihat.
Pretty good opportunity maybe here to get two.
Aduh, ding.
Oh God, you're pulling out utility. Oh, I'm so nervous. He kind of uses
Eh,
it for
flip,
cover,
ada.
but that Phantom Spray just will not aid him in this instance.
Reset recallnya siang.
And then the orbital strike.
Bet 600 cuan 2K anjay. Pelan-pelan menjadi bukit.
They have to do it quick though. Meteor
Tapi kan ini OT.
are here.
Reda karata
Have two prowlers, or one prowler. King has a snake bite. He could just drop it out of nowhere. But pulling out the boom bot.
Hop. Masa kelas sih? Nggak dulu bang ah.
You have to isolate those duels, but the prowler chases and bites you. Zephyro waiting for
Masih harus break.
throwing it just to make sure that that one corner is clear. He knows
Yo, Pit.
Zephyro is
Bunuh, Pit.
on
Bunuh,
that
Pit.
spike. The next person can only be up by A main. Tosses the shorty to open up the door, but no!
Hampir kalah.
His teammate to stack up on this end, preventing his team from losing this map. Woo!
By a thread, RRQ hang on, and this is all about
Apa?
time being.
Gak tahu, kayaknya bentar lagi juga udah tutup dah. Kemarin Maneki lihat ada.
Underneath ropes. This is a great little play. He would have loved to have gotten a
Beli
couple
dulu aja.
kills, but then the re-peaks are covered here by
Beli dulu aja.
He gets his
Emang
ult
nggak?
by the
Emang mau
time.
kemana?
They need to put the plant down. They're
Ya
able to catch
gila, tukang
Meteor
cakwe juga
with
nggak akan nanyain
utility.
udah mandi apa
Meteor
belum.
just getting a little bit overheated there with that.
Itu
I think,
serah.
maybe could have set up a little bit better with King to try to trade for those. or
Serah.
something. It is what it is. Gen G ahead, but now RRQ.
Tahu ke tukang cakwe doang, mandi dulu.
Potential another shot at this. Goddead sees couple and just says, let's double check. Okay, I'm out. Okay.
Bani turu, Bani harus pakai prelude Bani tuh. Udah paling cocok.
In fact, he throws down a fragment in response.
Wah, mampus. IJ dapat entry-nya. Aduh.
Can they make it
Minta flash dulu. 2G, aduh 2G. Ya Allah, Bani mau nge-flash itu. Jadi mati kan ya. Buat apa ada Bani ikut kalau nggak minta flash coba? Jangan marah bang, puasa. Kagak, gue protes ini bang. Wah.
They can get it. They're thinking about it. Meteor's turn to push.
Where could they be hiding? That's the question. You've
Hey,
got this
David.
cosmic divide that could be so annoying.
Make a play, David.
In fact, it allows for Zephyro to peek out at the right time.
Let's
And then
go,
Meteor
Expero.
pushing out a canteen. They know where he is at this point. The haunt confirms it.
Oh, let's go, flip side.
Keep off of it.
RRQ punya leman
One
jago
more
kabura.
round for
Apaan sih
RRQ.
lo? Ini tuh match Dota. Goblok, RRQ kan tim Mobile
Yeah, they do a
Legends.
really nice job here.
Ciao.
Kind of buying a little bit of time to get from both angles.
Makasih Bang Ales, Bro ya.
Dead isolated. They back him off. They're able to find the kill on him eventually. King steps in, gets a couple of his own, but King then tries to move.
Video
into the
posil
smokes.
keluar nih.
And I think
Mulai
he
nih.
was cut down by either Flips or 2G. Yeah, I think it was Flipped. Just like through the smoke, like there was the Astra smoke to try to protect him. He immediately starts moving into that. A great reaction from TS, but it's just well read by the side of RRQ, and they get that big kill on the King, displace him from the site. Meteor goes for the blind.
Aduh, di pinch. Kabur lo tali, kabur.
Instead of the backside.
Kabur.
Nobody wants to mess with this Marshall.
In fact, it's just gonna be information.
Oh,
but Meteor,
oh.
where did that pink
Aduh,
cells come from?
Itu pensel sebuset.
All of a sudden, this has turned into a
Itu kelewat IJ.
What? Out of breath.
Weh, Goddead ngeri banget.
Goddead finding a random shot through that toxic screen too.
Terus smoke aja.
In fact, you are
Wah, konyol ini ke tripti masa.
down. Back onto the bench. Maybe looking to find a little
One more, Jay.
shot. Whoa, getting one more, but it's a one on three. Sure, they might not have the guns, but you cannot peek into any of them. You have to isolate every single one of these tools. He has the spike, he has the option, but how is he gonna do this?
Ikoet namanya nih mah.
You know, all the guns were upgraded for Gen G as well to make matters worse. What a read here from Gen G. They know that this ult is coming in. They try to punish Meteor's Marshall. Sure they do. They pay the price on the back of a ton of mollies that come flying into Arcade and wipe RRQ out, maybe, of this map. We'll see, though, if EJ can get this done, can find himself the heroic finish.
Mana dia drop ya?
It's going to be one hell of a heroic play, though, Clinton. God! He thought about it. He was holding that angle.
Bentar. Itu emang mencet.
With so many of them, unfortunately, he bites that bullet, and that's going to be 13.
Nembak tembok gak sih?
Yeah, I mean, what a weird round to end it on. What a
ya misklik bro namanya itu mah. Ketawa tuh, Bani ketawa.
For the finish and a wild and wacky one at times.
Kaget kayak kepencet tegang gaming ya kan. Oke adik-adik ya, match pertama kita cairkan dulu kepada Gen G. Komplit. Gak kerasa 3.720 detik lagi buka ya.
Great. They had some great setups from the rip. You know, they had some great off-angle positions that caught Gen G off guard to start setting the tempo, to snowball themselves those first 4 rounds. Then Gen G punched right back with 7 in a row.
Rayak, Alik, Rudy.
I'm gonna tell you, man, that's pretty typical.
Yang baru join jangan lupa di like adik-adik ya. Di 500 like kita punya bansos 200 like. 200 like. 200 poin ya.
And that's something that Gen G, much like the RX, has in spades.
I mean, if you are one of those teams who dares to push out,
dicek dulu poinnya, dicek dulu bosku.
In fact, when you have those reads, as what we've seen.
Oke, coba kita lihat dulu apakah teman kita masih menonton permukbangan. Coba nih, gue kayak kurang gede. Mana guys? Oh ini. Ngabuburit. Lah.
Ya gitu anjing.
Ersik bah.
Hatch belum ya nih ping 5.
Kok gue nggak diajak guys?
Di bawah satu.
Lapar gua nonton nyetot.
Cabe, aku mau ngambil cabenya aja soalnya tadi udah banyak ayam.
Nih lu lihat nih di dalam.
Karena ini lumayan pedes.
Tuh kan bawa dia.
Nice. Dan makan kita kali ini
Jangan
sama
miskin, Cok.
Mori yogurt.
Oh tuh dia orangnya spawn pick,
Tanda
Wih, ada bukannya ya?
Tahu nggak caranya gimana? Gimana caranya? Bolong dulu giginya. Oh gitu. Makanya jadi ini bisa. Coba. Ini aku bisa nih. Ih bisa. Bisa. Iya. Bisa. Kita kayak Samson Pampam ya.
Jadi pengen mukbang guys.
Halo nih, Sif bintang.
Lukas.
Lu ngomong apa Jetars? Sif apaan gini Sif apa nih?
Lukas.
Ainadi. Harus baca.
Lunacen. Ini inceran si kakang baru nih. Kita pakai kasih ini dulu mana? Nggak ada lagi.
Coki Cia nih. Oh Shift S, Control Shift S, iya bener. Coba Ci, coba. Kontrol sih Bas. Nggak ngaruh. Nggak bisa.
Treat. Apa namanya?
Aristi Aprilia. Ada Adiki malu anjing. Adiki. Woi Bang Dik. Jangan emot basah. Halo Bang Dik. Streaming Adik. Ada Bangkong.
Kenapa emang gue emot basah?
Halo sore-sore. Biar marah-marah.
Lah kan dia lagi nobar kan kita.
Oke kenal Mawang. Marsa. RRQ Marsa. Soima.
Oh lu marah bro?
Soima ini Febriana MS sama.
Soima iya mes. Makasih hiburannya Kang. Woi ada bapak nih.
There was nobody else.
Aduh itu game apa ya? Wah nap belum beres 24 jamnya guys. Baru mandi nih orang. Aduh seru banget kayaknya ya namatin Sang Andreas ya. Nambah 1 hari 20 juta mampus. Jamnya udah tamat iya, udah tamat ya. Cecat banget ya. Pret mati. Mainlah Ben nggak bisa. Gue kan lagi fokus Radian. Turun ke Asendan. Emang sama-samaan sih. Apaan nih sebentar guys? Oh, lomba menulis.
1, 2, 3. Ini pahit ya tadi kan? Ini enak, kuning soalnya. Tuh, 2, 3. Ini
Petenut.
Sebelumnya di part 1. Ini
Vlog Perex belum nonton, mau nonton. Sabar ya.
Apa itu? Kayak snake anjay.
bentuknya.
Kayak snake. Itu apa?
Usus kocak.
Itu.
The green one.
Isi sapi, you know?
Sapi.
Iya.
Sapi. Kerang. Oh kerang. Beda anjay. Di troll gua guys.
Kan ini nama restorannya pagi sore, ya kan Bu ya? Terus kalau malam tutup nggak restorannya? Nah, oke guys.
Gue suka tuh editan bodoh seperti itu.
Tadi kepo ya, ini apa gitu kan? Nah, kita coba.
Namanya apa?
Ya, ini makanan yang menurut orang Indonesia harus selalu ada.
Selalu ada. Tokopedia selalu ada.
Ya, harus.
Kocak.
Makan harus ada ini.
Gue premium bos.
Namanya pare.
Tapi kelihatannya nggak enak, I think.
Enak, I think enak.
Enak.
Coba dulu ya.
Lu ya coba dulu. Aku tak.
Nah, bareng-bareng ayo.
Bareng aja.
Bareng-bareng. You suka pedes kan?
Suka.
This is so spicy ya.
1.
Oh ini jengkol. Bukan pare.
Dari
Revisi
tadi.
Ya, jengkol.
Apa jengkol? Inggrisnya apa? Jengkol.
Jengkol. Nah, Google Translate sendiri ya,
Google
teman-teman
Translate
ya, di
ya.
komen ya. Oke, pakai nasi gak? Pakai nasi.
Gak usah.
Nggak usah.
Ya.
Pakai nasi. Ayo pakai
Apa?
nasi.
Jadi kita tahu rasanya.
Woi bos jet. Makasih gift membernya. Jangan lupa di apa adik.
Jengkol ya. 1, 2, 3.
Ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Gak boleh kunyah dulu. Coba dulu.
Makan tuh jengkol.
Gak suka banget guys. Aduh, apa rasanya? Kayak pahit.
Pahit.
Banget, anjoy.
Oh itu tadi salah jengkolnya. Yang ini lebih kuning, lebih enak. Coba.
Gak pernah semua.
Enggak, tadi salah tadi. Ini tadi pahit ya tadi kan?
Iya.
Ini enak, kuning soalnya.
Kalau kuning.
Kalau kuning enak.
Tapi rasanya kayak enak.
Enak yang ini kuning enak ya. Tunggu. 1, 2, 3.
Lah, kok lah ada E-nya, guys.
Aduh.
Masih ada kertasnya. Sedotan masih ada kertasnya.
Aduh. Minum.
Aduh, kocak banget.
Minum.
Harus pakai rendang aja.
Pakai rendang. Udah nggak usah dipaksa.
Pakai rendang. Ah, enak.
Suka jengkol sebenarnya. Sok kuat aja demi dia guys ya. Kok masih berasa ya guys kayak
Ya,
mulut.
rasanya tetap di sini.
Rasanya
Stay on.
Udah bisa bet. Oke, kita buka bet ya. Sabar. Map 2 Lotus. Nah, silakan. Ini mapnya RRQ adik-adik. Dah tuh.
Gak suka.
Wow, ada yang ngebet 10.000. Siapa tuh?
Rasanya
Menyiksa anak orang anjir.
Lihat dulu nih. What's this? Nong kapom.
Yes. Mama noodle.
Yeah, Thai noodle cup.
Thai noodle cup.
First meal in Korea.
First meal in Korea is
This one cup.
what do you
Ini
want
Sleepy kan ya yang ini ya? Yang ngerekam ya?
Yeah. I want to eat barbecue.
I couldn't eat like huge.
Huge?
Yes.
Let's get some barbecue later today.
Alhamdulillah. Racing.
Excuse me if I shed a tear. It's already that time of year.
Racing tidur ya, bro.
Cause now I gotta go back to school. I set the clock for 6 a.m. I feel better if I just
Ya, jatuh.
slept in. Mom says now you can't be tardy. But I just wanna party. The sun is shining but I'm stuck inside. The teacher's calling me and I can't hide. Reading, writing, arithmetic. I need a little music.
Actually, I prefer without the armrest. Ever since I played the Jakarta room.
Better for your arm, better for your back.
It's like better for the posture. I think the armrest is actually better for your posture because it makes your body like this. So without the armrest, right, that your body straight.
Without back rest.
No, without the chair. Some people play like that, though. They don't rest their body.
Iya sih, kalau pakai armrest sebenarnya lebih males.
That's going to be our life soon.
Never.
Just
Never
nothing
time
to
which
do.
one?
Tidur juga lupa.
Eating like nasi padang every day, bro. Oh my god. Which one?
Buset dah, nasi padang everyday sih. Goodbye.
Ayam gulai yesterday.
Goodbye, bro.
Nasi babi, then good.
What do you eat? What do you eat, Bhai?
Ayam gulai.
Ayam gulai.
Alright, Ben, where are we going now?
I'm going to the dentist because a few days ago I chipped my tooth eating Korean barbecue.
Alright, so
35 tahun lah mentok, buset.
No hard food until the whole treatment is done, which is 5 weeks.
Oh no, dude.
Davai, how do you like Korea so far?
It's very good.
Yeah, you want to eat some hokumbap with me? Some
Hokumbap,
kumbap?
yeah.
Some I saw that you guys only get Korean barbecue.
Yeah, I've been eating like Korean barbecue for a few
Fucking
days.
Paper X budget must be nice. What?
Guys, Josh lost so much weight you can put your fingers around his arm like this.
Yeah.
Small man.
So what you gonna do about it, Josh?
Signing up for the gym.
Okay.
So this my barbecue will get some gift.
Apa tuh? Anjay. Nasi berkat.
Eat first.
How's your lunch, Alex?
Looking more American now.
Good.
Oh, it's really good.
It's really
Whatever this is, winner deserve, man.
Winner.
deserve.
Winners deserve.
It was really tasty.
Ini turu anjing si Ben. Media Day.
Are you gonna change?
You see my wardrobe over there?
Oh.
But I ain't using it.
You see his jacket, yeah?
Huh?
You see his jacket? You know how much?
How much?
1 billion.
Huh?
Oh,
No,
1 million? 1 million what? Rupiah?
Sure. 1 million dollar.
Dollar?
gila hypebeast juga. Tipu anjing.
Korean makeup.
Korean makeup.
You see my coach.
Your coach?
Oh, yeah. I'm Korean now, right? I look totally different. I look myself.
French.
Make up.
I don't recognize myself. So every
Putih
event,
bet.
the makeup is gonna be impeccable.
Cepetan betting ya. Ini udah mau masuk. Oh, udah 100 orang. Ini udah mau masuk nih tuh. Siapa tuh yang bilang boker?
Country.
Belas boker. Cibai. Asik main seputer.
Today is the first day of actual practice, I think.
And we're absolutely crap.
Ooh.
We're not absolutely crap, but we forgot a lot of protocols, which is upsetting.
Now we look at you. Hey, wait. That's us.
American English.
What? Why are you slacking? Why are you slacking?
What's slacking? Break time.
Oh.
I'm so full, man.
Well, what do you eat? What do you eat?
Barbecue again. Every day barbecue.
Again?
Is it healthy to eat barbecue every day?
Of course not.
Really? Why?
Really?
But did you eat the veggies? No. You don't eat veggies.
Yeah.
You eat vegetable a bit, you eat all the meat. Gigi.
Why?
Jijik ya.
Dayang. You will die young.
Jijik ya.
What you eat just now, Gigi?
Barbecue. You all eat barbecue.
You all ate
And ice cream.
Oh, what flavor? Oh no.
You want?
Huh? What do you mean I want?
Oke, Jet.
I'm going to the dentist because a few days ago I chipped my tooth eating during barbecue.
Gayung. Oh, pakai bridge. Oke, mantap ini.
It was a bit pain, but apparently the most painful part hasn't come yet, so
So you have that to look forward to.
I can't eat any hard food for the entire treatment. So
1 month?
yeah.
Tadi Ki apa?
Wait, what does that mean? What are you gonna eat? Tofu?
I don't know. No, I think I can still eat, but I need to eat slow on this side and make sure like
But you can chew another side, right?
yeah, I can chew this side off.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
All the way to Korea, cannot eat food.
Unlucky. But it's okay. Wang Sui now, then win some matches.
Go see a dentist.
No.
Ini kenapa nih?
What are you shitting on, man?
Lah.
What are you shitting on?
Chicken wrap.
Guys,
This one is
Snapchat gua error.
Is it good?
yeah, like
Wah,
comfortable.
konyol.
Sit there and
Tadi Ki apa susar abu?
Oh.
this is my comfortable. I can bring everywhere.
Bring everywhere?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bar tadi error anjir.
My apartment also. I bring this
You
one.
bring this
Secret
one to
lab.
apartment.
Udah. Pape lo.
I also like
Ning like dulu lu. Berangkat.
And right now, we're here to cast this game. RRQ versus Gen G on towards Lotus. It's definitely surprising, that Sylvan's not playing the control.
30 detik, 30 detik, 30 detik.
Disbelief in this. I mean, I know TS is really good at smokes too. I am not. That's the tough thing about bringing Sylvan onto the team for me here is that you've got two outrageously talented controllers. I think to me, I think eventually I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes more of a
Oke, 98.
controllers on Fracture, for example, but sometimes he's lacking on other maps potentially. Where Sylvan is
3, 2, 1, tutup.
Maybe on Haven.
Nggak sampai 200 orang, Bang.
I think Sylvan's just good enough that he can get done with just about anything. So yeah, absolutely, my eyes are firmly planted on that fade right now.
It is their first time playing Lotus after all, but they're already not stepping on the brakes. I mean, look at this deep dark cover. Meteor with the frenzy as well, optimal range.
Aduh, timing nice banget, Elmimor. Kena dong satunya, cakep. Oke, Pistoron masa kalah ya kan? Tadi aja menang. Yo.
Got dead on the off angle with the classic, has to go into range, but the right click will not connect to TS.
Buset, Elmimor gacor bener ya loncat-loncat.
Somehow dodging those bullets.
Cakep bro. Please jangan teori 4 please, tolong
Getting the pistol win. Flash your teammate at the end just for the lulls. I mean, what this really comes down to is that RRQ is perfectly content to play post plant, to play retake, and they let all of the utility get burned out from the side of Gen G. Gen G throws everything almost, except for like the Omen, paranoia at this entry.
Kenapa tuh babi gitu, dikatain babi ya Bani.
Post-plant situation, so then they're able to use their stuns and other things to set themselves up for that retake, get those early kills, start making
Megang
their
siapa?
way
Megang
into the site.
RRQ,
And
Bang.
then at that point again, you're just relying on a paranoia from TS, and it's certainly not enough to get the job done. So well thought out, well handled here by RRQ, kind of expecting that.
Map 3 seru sih kalau kata aku.
Flips able to take TS out towards B, but
dan aneh-aneh
at
Flip.
least the beginning of these maps is reading these executes that Gen G wants to go for, and they've adapted nicely. And I talked about this with DRX the other day that
babi itu kan ada yang dengar babi juga.
Just get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, let it happen and then go in with a retake. It's kind of what we are seeing from RRQ, at least on their defensive sides, and just kind of like what Seth was talking about on the desk earlier on. We want to kind of find out and see what RRQ's in-game identity just might be. And this could be it. It's that speed, it's that read, it's that retake potential. In fact, right now, they're giving them so much space, they have the guns, so they're just letting Gen G peek into them. EJ doesn't care, 2GE here to back him up. The Spectre, the Marshal, everything going their way, a flawless win.
Yeah, perfect round, a great setup here for this attempted push through B. Again, another good read here.
Tumben gak ngantuk lah, belum juga buka puasa kita Bang. Semangat Bang. Udah buka puasa baru kita mengantuk ya kan. Bakalan map 3 semoga lah biar seru bro.
How you might try to play Haven, right? Like you go on the extremities one way or another and then you lose, so your ego.
Official aku bocil telur, iya jangan lupa di like ya, bocil telur gaming.
Sight on
the map, so
why not try to, get those classics, get those right clicks going.
It works, but oh boy. 2GE now, a little bit careless on that. Did not perhaps expect Meteor to be able to take up that much space that quickly, but of course with the tailwind, you can. And off of that little gap,
guns out dong.
Space that it even goes further.
Bang Matt udah marah nih kayaknya Pak Haji.
And all of a sudden RRQ lack that strength. I don't think they can find this retake. You've got two Spectres. Your first obstacle, you can't make it through.
No.
A Quadra for Meteor shut down by Flips, but he has to go even further than that. You have to go even further beyond.
Buset, Flipsider.
I don't think he can quite reach that third level.
How is he alive?
Bukan duluan ya.
Just matrixing those, absolutely. That was insane. Well, Meteor is also insane. Speaking of insane, a great setup here on the haunt from Sylvan. So I've
50
been,
lagi ada subsidi. Oh, like-nya 450 kah?
drifting in Sylvan's direction. It catches 2GE right as he's TPing out. That gives Meteor an easy
naga bah.
gets up on top undetected because the rest of the reinforcements for RRQ too far away to hear the updraft. That gives Meteor the
Kalau ikut WIT sini Ben, buset, diajak-ajak gua.
Almost had the ace, so close, finishing the job, but still a big round win. No bonus this time.
Against these aggressive set plays.
Okay, EJ. Don't die EJ. Oh.
And then Zephyro
Oh my God, Bang Met.
Meteor. The double just to hold it down for his team.
Wah, bro.
And they find that brief moment of respite, but Flips is on a journey of his own. Got some utility.
Flip, timingnya nih, Flip dapat Flip. Pick sekarang, aduh, timing. Coba nge-pick ya, dapat itu killjoy-nya. Ya.
But King, fast reactions on time, on cue, leaving Flips the lone survivor. Spike going down now.
Semalam ngenobartin secret. Semalam gua itu apa namanya ngisi khotbah. Maaf ya, Ajit.
A nano was up here towards heaven just a second ago, but King already popped it, thinking that maybe that was the direction they were going to come from. I have no idea if Flip's going to be ready.
Wah, ente.
He tried. There was a little crouch.
Udah buka hari ini apa? Tadi sih gue minta beliin cakwe, pengen makan cakwe yang itu tuh, yang biasa gue beli dari kecil. Bumbunya enak banget. Dua grabs butter enak gak? Enak.
But then Meteor is able to tuck himself in that corner and then just pop out and pop the knives. He's insane, brother.
He really is. I mean, shaping up to be, I think, one of the scariest fraggers that we will see in this entire VCT Pacific. Right up next to Forsaken, right up next to Stacks and everyone else buzz on freaking DRX. We'll have to see more from him. And we are seeing more from him, opening things up already.
Yeah.
Gen G instantly onto Mound, onto the C site. And RRQ actually not able to play that fast reaction.
Jadi adik lu belum berangkat, bodoh lah.
Known for that we saw in the first round.
Kalau minta duit cepet, minta apa cepet, dimintain tolong susah.
Look at this, the site already
perlu dikerasin.
under control.
Yes, retake is very, very difficult. You know, with that no command popped as well. Not able to use your utility right off the rip. Finally, you can.
Dikasih dua aja gila lah. Menang ini. Tenang aja Red nih. Bang Ejay. Bang Ejay, ayo Bang Ejay. Keluarkan pisaunya. Udah 11 darah guys. Nah, apa ini? Ron Iko dapat 3 is big ya. Oke.
Yeah, it's again aggressive play from Meteor that's setting the tempo, setting the stage.
Beli cakwe di Milta.
Finds these opening kills.
Udah dah, bukan rezeki gua. Sekarang mah gitu aja gua dah. Kalau nggak ada berarti bukan rezeki. Kalau keburu habis ya udah gua bilang dari tadi ya kan. Memang belum rezeki makan cakwe.
Pull the brakes a little bit there. You might have overheated a bit. Gave that Phantom over. That gives RRQ a little bit more hope than I'd like to give them in that round. If I'm Gen G. But still not a bad round at all from RRQ. They're able to weather that, get back onto the site, you know, wait out the ult from Godhead, and then it just is just a little bit too deep in the post plants for Gen G. Is I think that's going to be something you're going to see them favor on this C side.
Now they're just letting Gen G in. I mean, what we're talking about, RRQ might have had the potential to go in with that retake. Maybe that's just their game right now. Giving them so much space, letting them in.
Oh, flip sider! Anjir, si Silvan nih. Bukannya ini jagain anak. Gak kena Rolling Thundernya. Nice. Ya sekarat tuh G-nya. Punya ulti lagi. Ya Allah.
It's gonna be so much pressure. 2GE. Your options are to push or to back off. He's just going to stick the spike, but no! That dark cover does not block everything.
Area's clear.
An insane round from King here. 4 kills, gets the clutch. unbelievable play here. Now, this is a great reaction here from RRQ. I love the idea. They play close contact on the C site, expecting a re-hit from Gen.G, and they try to just deny the plant altogether.
Sial banget lagi
But
Blade Gede.
somehow, some way, Gen.G gets through, and King crucially avoids that rolling thunder, found just enough of an angle in that corner that it doesn't hit him, and then he comes to life, gets his lockdown, uses it to force a horrible situation against his opponent, where Flips just had to either stick it or run, and by the time he gets back, he almost certainly doesn't have enough time to defuse.
I could see that kind of close contact play maybe working on the B side, but on C, there's too many tiny nooks and crannies they could hide in, and that's exactly what we saw from King. Calling that timeout for RRQ right now, there is a puzzle for them to solve.
Baru buka puasa tuh, Bani.
Maybe perhaps for EJ, that Shiba soft toy to give him strength. Shout outs to Victoria's Corgis and her boyfriend Kim back.
Di sana udah jam 7:30 baru buka ya di sana ya di Korea ya.
No, I take it back. I have one now. I have a little bear.
You have a little bear. Bring it. Sometimes it gives you that comfort, but more importantly,
Itu ada upper lower bracket gak sih? Apa langsung pulang kalau kalah? Kalau kalah di sini pulang ke GH.
Anyway, sorry.
All good.
Tapi ini turnamennya belum ada lower-loweran bang, karena ini liga bang. Begitu, nah sistemnya poin dulu bang. Baru nanti di Mei kita baru ada lower-lower, oke? Dimengerti? Iya bang. Makasih sama-sama.
And right now it's aggression against aggression once more, going straight into it. The cloud burst a bit of cover. They're peeking out of it.
Expero. Ikut kak, ikut. Oke, ikut. Mantap, mantap. Ini dong gebrakan.
Contact play still damaging. A shot of adrenaline here for the side of RRQ. A great read once again. I will say this. Dude, RRQ
timeout buat buka. Wah, mantap ya, respect. Ini dong, ayo dong, ayo dong. Udah tripti mental up dong, harusnya dong, ya kan?
That's another way that you can mess with exec heavy teams like Gen.G, like DRX. Good ideas. You know, sometimes the execution from the side of RRQ in terms of their individual mechanical plays, those kind of things might not be quite as good. So that time around, perfection.
It's a little bit of that duel against between the coaches. Excuse me. Seeing how they're able to read these different side hits, but right now, back towards C and Gen.G are a little bit more comfortable. But what they don't know is that 2G is right behind them. The paranoia, but he held out his
Pandalnya gagal.
But not quite finding the impact.
Megang pisau.
Instead, it's gonna be God dead. That takes them down, and then the A side under control. King already onto point.
Iya ente dah.
Secondary one just for good measure. Zephyro gone. 5-3.
Lupa dia sebelum nge-flash megang pisau kali ya.
I love the ideas from RRQ. This is beautiful. They trap Gen.G. They get themselves the ability to get this ult behind them to set up this flank. Zephyro, unbelievable. Gets a wrapper on the corner, but 2GE there had, like you said, he had the knife out. It was just a slight mistiming that cost him. He could have had a double potentially there. He landed the paranoia, but he just couldn't get what he needed to do done. And
unfortunate.
Good ideas from RRQ, but again, slight lack in execution. Now, Gen.G's like, you guys want to scrap like right in front of this? We're ready for it. You saw all that utility come out right out the rip, but look at this. They're playing a little bit further back.
We're going in for that scrappy
dapat satu.
It's working out perfectly for Gen.G. Like you said, they're prepared for it. You want to rumble? I will give you one. Just Meteor. Flipso trying to get sneaky, but no. 6-3. Gen.G in this driver's seat, and they're not letting go of that steering wheel.
Yeah, this is, again, adjustments on adjustments.
Easy mah RRQ, huh?
You know, they remembered what happened the last time against the Eco, and this time they are so ready for it. You're seeing all that utility come flying out at the beginning of the round, and then they are just aggressive, you know, letting Meteor lead the way with those knives. They know how good he is with them. They put their trust and their faith in him, rightly so. He's an incredible player, and they just get the job done. So a good read here by Gen.G now. What's going to be the reaction here? Rifles back in hand for RQ. This one's so important for them. They would love to get this round and avoid another Eco.
Want to be a little bit careful.
Nope.
Meteor swapping weapons for the operator. So different pacing this time around.
Hampir tuh.
Look at him scramble. that operator, you do not want to mess with that. You know it's Meteor with
That's why they're dumping utility here.
Yep.
42, okay.
Like, I don't blame him, man. I ain't trying to fight that.
Yeah.
Flash to confirm. Paranoia crossed. Genji's retreating.
And the utility's been spent, so they can't quite actually hold onto this B site.
Nah kan, Flip Jeder udah pakai ininya nih.
Off of the operator shots.
Udah pakai apa namanya? Prelude.
Here comes the counter though.
Kenapa dimajuin langsung dah?
Trying to initiate a fight and
Udah santai aja, Bang.
Get it. Genji granting them the duel that they're looking for. Playing close and personal though. Sylvan! You talked about him. Here he is. A triple kill just to hold down the doors. 7-3.
Whatever happens.
Yeah, you set that up so nicely off of that op shot. It's a rotation here for Genji. They buy enough space to give themselves the ability to move on over. And then Sylvan plays this great. He has a haunt to set up his teammates on site. He's holding that close angle with a little help from his friends. He plays perfectly, has the timing, has the angles, gets him lined up for that big 2K to finish the 3K. That's what you want to see from Sylvan. Welcome to Genji.
RRQ amin.
He's having a very solid half.
I just don't know if RRQ can actually.
Yeah, sampai error lihat Twitch gua.
Oh my God, Flips! Look at that.
Dah, jadi gak lihat dah gua Flip Jeder nge-kill.
Censoring back. Sure, they got the spike plant now, and that's just not going to be enough for RRQ. A fun little frag, but
Gak boleh nonton pembantaian katanya nih.
What you need. Seeming as Genji has firmly planted their boots onto the site itself.
Si Godded, jago nih Godded.
Will not budge.
Oh kan, tahu deh.
Dude, Meteor there, he actually made a great play in just pushing that space. He caught Flips completely off guard. Flips didn't have his gun in his hand, but Meteor just an uncharacteristic miss spray. Yeah, it happens.
Wah, ada replay. Anjay, run and gun.
Meteor, one of the best in the business, one of the best in the world, and he kind of whiffed the spray a little bit. It happens. But it's a good play, actually. I mean, I don't think that's an overheat from Meteor because he catches Flips without his gun out.
Exactly.
Kayak di jampe-jampenya tuh kayak di tisu, guys.
It covers so much
Dicolokin
space
mulu.
that it's enough for his team to go in.
True, yeah.
So still good. 8-3. Let's see if RRQ can actually make that a 4.
No,
but
EJ!
it might not be possible again with a Meteor. God dead. Elmimore, a final
di kontak
trade,
terus
but that's
C-nya
all he's
loh.
gonna get to his name. Everyone else rotating over now. Flips in position, has the Rolling Thunder. Want to deny that spike plant, but they just dodge it right away.
Look at the utility
Nine
here. Make
triggers.
sure they have enough time. The haunt comes out from Sylvan. Flash and go. Oh! A little bit of a flash and go indeed. Zephyro will be going in. He wants
looking good.
King trying to hold off that angle. The spike has been planted, so all they need to do is to defend.
Looking good.
Up to the
84.
plate. 2GE to knock it down, and a 4-8 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it is a great retake here from RRQ. The Rolling Thunder helps, but it's the patience on the backside of it to then set up for their flashes so they can go.
Ini Ren kenapa disiarin, Bang?
It's worked the treat multiple times. They set up the flashes, and he's got great entries in here from C-Link. A couple rounds where he's picked up big multi-kills to give RRQ either the win or at least a really good chance at it. And this time they get the high-low on top of King and take him down. They don't give him the opportunity for that clutch, so able to make it an 8-4. Now, as we've seen at Lock-In, this is a very attacker-sided map, at least so far in the meta. Yep. So, for RRQ, honestly, I'm okay with this. This is okay. Wouldn't call it great, but a 6 out of 10. You know, like it's not too bad. You'd like to have it, you know, maybe a 5-7.
Cuma kalah di agent pool doang kayaknya sama EJ Lilo.
They still have a really good shot here to potentially take this map, potentially pull an overtime in, see if they can do it, because I'm seeing a lot of really good ideas from RRQ. It's just sometimes the execution, sometimes their individual mechanics just aren't quite as crisp as Genji's.
Rungkat, kayaknya match pertamanya rungkat, guys.
Meteor. And that's just always going
to
be
fun.
Yeah. That's like Mount Everest.
What do you do? I mean, he's currently vying for that title of Korean Jet, you know, which is like
Tangan gua tremor lihat tuh.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Kayak gua kedinginan, guys.
Boxy 9. I mean,
now, yeah.
We have a lot. It was Soldom used to be the old Korean jet. You know, but that's the thing. Like
that's what you have to do when you come to Korea,
right? The mechanical talent.
Udah stuck lagi nih baru 4.
It's pretty impressive. That's why everyone wants to be that Korean jet.
Bangkong.
That title, that's a valuable title to hold.
Man. So like you said, you know, 4-8.
Udah beli tajil, harusnya udah dibeliin. Kalau belum sih ya konyol. Nah sekarang pertanyaan gua udah 500 like belum?
Do you have what it takes to push it past that edge to maybe go into the
sama SBG dikedipin, sap.
I think so. I genuinely have been pretty impressed with RRQ today. So I really think there's a real shot that they're able to at least push this really close. Maybe even an overtime, maybe even a win. So
definitely a lot better looking than how it was in lock-in. They managed to fix a lot of these mistakes, but now onto the attacking side. We'll be able to get mound control.
Whoop,
Trying to pick up that orb, but Meteor already dashing out. He wants those heads. EJ will be the first one to find first.
No, EJ-nya ngepick sendiri.
Back into it, and then the dog cover just to hold it.
Ayo Elmi more.
On the other side of that thing, Flips kind of tacked down low, maybe even pinned. The Trailblazer got further information, but Gen G are backing off.
Yeah, this is a great play here from both sides. Sylvan there backing up Meteor with some good utility. Meteor just not able to connect his shots probably as well as he liked. There was a one-way
Ini
setup
sniper
here.
gak lebih enak daripada Killjoy.
Give them maybe some information. Tries to play around it. They try to get on the outside.
Tergantung playstyle kayaknya kalau udah di sini mah ya.
That allows them to push past that one-way.
Ada yang lebih butuh ulti jak Killjoy mungkin. Tergantung playstyle.
A little bit more damage done to RRQ in the long run, as you can see Flips and 2G here. A little bit banged up and Zephyro.
Belum pada makin Gecko belum, bro.
Early exchange for RRQ. Maybe a little bit banged up, but still all good. Yeah, because a lot of these utilities from
RRQ siapa? Expero dong.
Looky here, I mean the site's up and open. Oh, but it's free. Look at Mount.
Oh yeah. This is going to be really interesting.
You're gonna be sandwiched?
Sylvan.
Timing.
Be real careful. It's all about timing right now for Gen G, right?
They have to be so careful about this. RRQ a little bit of a peek. They're getting that information. They're finding that contact. And they're getting those frags. So crucial, in fact, that it leaves King alone.
Pistol always win.
RRQ just tagging down the last potential position for where King could be. They know he's here.
Nice.
Knock on that door.
Udah Bani nggak sih ya? Kalau nggak ada pit Bani udah.
Yeah, RRQ has been really good on pistols.
Buka dulu sok duluan.
Pistols. You gotta give them that. That's 3 for 1 on the pistols so far. And it's just the change, you know, they don't overheat, they don't overpush on that initial skirmish with Gen G. They recognize that might be an unfavorable situation, and they say, okay, whoa, let's hold up. Let's take a moment to take a breath, think about this again, and they make the right call. They move towards B. Now, Gen G has all these angles, but they're all isolated that they can come from.
Bani dengan teriakannya, yeah.
And as good as Gen G is with timings, that one...
Kanan! Wah, EJ keculik, sial banget.
Sometimes...
Terkena Wang Tap.
It's again back to that individual skill. TS making an early trade. Like you mentioned, it's that early skirmish. RRQ, not overheating, not overcommitting. What is their next move? One-way smoke?
Want to keep pushing this angle, but Spike is still down, so this is all just to get the orb. You know, make sure that it's covered. Maybe they can find a pick. Gen G tries to punish it. You know, they've got to suspect that there's still
kalau ngetik jangan ambil merem
here. You know, God Dead has those flashes and stuff, so they're gonna make their way in. This is gonna be scrappy.
You can hear some of it too. Gen G completely rotated over. RRQ just looking to overwhelm them with their numbers, with their firepower. Blocking even more, paranoia out. Surely to go in right now.
Juga
and that is that execute. 3 instantly gone. Meteor just running over, but those footsteps can be heard from a mile away.
Yeah, this is great for RRQ. Getting the pistol, getting the follow-up on their attacker side. really is likely to put them back into this game. Gen.G now doesn't want to throw another bonus over. TS with a great shot. Some good things here on both sides on this entry. You know, the utility kept GodDead completely backed away. In fact, it forced out a flash that literally did nothing from GodDead towards the side of RRQ. But then a good haunt from Sylvan gives them an opportunity to maybe, you know, get a kill or two
Memang
there.
map attacker iya dong, kan 3 side.
There, and they're able to hit their shots and just bust the side open.
It looks good.
Everybody kung fu
But now they're switching things
fighting.
up, right? They want to win this bonus. They want to make sure that they find this momentum.
Sorry
They've got
suka
some of those guns.
giting.
So far, it's been near flawless. And we just go back into the B side. Spike already
Aduh, Bang Met.
with the retake. He's trying to wallbang. It's not going to happen.
Aduh, flashnya bagus.
They are pushed in.
Aduh, bonusnya nggak bisa di secure.
A retake from Gen.G puts them back on that board.
Yeah, again, Meteor so pivotal in these rounds. He gets this first kill to set things up, and then it's the flash and go from GodDead. Everybody gets involved from the side of Gen.G. Team Ace. It's good teamwork on this round. There's the opener. Someone's around the corner. GodDead sets it up nicely for himself with the flash. King good for the final. Attempt to come through of the smoke of his opponent. Good round for Gen.G. Now things get interesting.
We're getting competitive.
Oh my god.
Gen.G, they got those guns. They're going in with those plays. They make the right reads, right calls. RRQ doing the same thing from before, but now sometimes some of these executes are a little bit blind.
Dirimu hingga nanti. Itu lagunya siapa ya? Oh, Anang. Jodohku.
TS trying to set up a one-way here on the exit. He's put himself up on the rocks.
Buka, sok, buka.
Take a little bit more territory. Set up this crossfire. I mean, Gen.G's expecting this. TS doesn't have his paranoia though. So this is just gonna have to be on the back of good shooting on the side of Gen.G.
Now, I might be wearing a chest
Awas kiri patah, awas. Selalu nggak dicek. Bang Met beton. Oh my god, Bang Met. Nggak mati-mati nih orang, buset. Merinding.
I mean, phenomenal that they can get that done. You know, GodDead gets in there right as contact is being made as well. He's scooting his way through, but this is all TS baiting here for Meteor, and they are pointing it all out for him. Insane setup here for TS and Meteor. That's a great IGL where he's willing to set up his duelist for
Larry
success.
ada
He's
meteor.
the guy who does, you know, the blue collar job. I'm gonna take the damage. I'm gonna be the one trying to distract for you. You get in there, do what you do best, click some heads. Get us that round.
Just looks so
Kayaknya gila cuy, asli cuy.
RRQ
Kena semua utilnya cuy.
are stunned. So many times in these rounds, we're seeing these great plays. They have the potential, but in some of these strats, some of these executes, hitting different sites, Gen.G knows exactly how to respond, exactly how to set up.
Yeah, Gen.G's playbook is deep, and that you got to give a lot of credit to Coach Bile. He's been doing it for such a long time now. You know, a former Counter-Strike pro, a very smart guy, played with the likes of Termi and Glow, who are now on the DRX staff.
Jam berapa sekarang?
You know, he played with a lot of those guys on the
5:48, asik dikit lagi.
those things way back in the day. So a lot of history in tactical FPS shooters for that coach, and you can see that he's got layers and layers and layers of strategy there. And that one, just a beautiful setup. RRQ not really expecting it, and you can see that their protocols, their reaction to that, it's a little messy.
Oke, yang Dominatus bilang yang Dominatus ini iya kah?
And of course, we are making history here as well, as RRQ strive to find their footing. The second half, 6-10 now, and they've pushed past main, but look at how much space Gen.G is giving them. This is concerning.
Di retake, guys.
Well, they've got the no command here, so they can get GodDead close. That's a
Cepet amat tuh ulti. Oh, mau ngambil kontrol Heaven dia.
good for one on the Star Duelist, but you're
No,
gonna need a lot
Elmi
more
Mor.
than that because Goddad is right here ready
Iya,
to replace
Davidnya
him.
mati
TS
juga.
pushing
Iya,
back as well.
ternyata yang kontrol Heaven-nya juga mati.
Spawn Flips able to find one, but that's Soul.
Iya.
Gen G again, the tight retakes. It's a little bit
Pokoknya
concerning
langsung
for RRQ.
gugur,
Now,
Ben.
that one
Buset.
felt a little
Enggak.
bit forced. Not in terms of anything that happened at the beginning of the round. They used only a smattering of utility. I think Gen G
Nanti
here
main lagi.
wisely playing back off of that A main side because you know that there's going to be some utility commit from the side of RRQ based on what they saw in the previous round with the positioning of Meteor and TS. So Gen G plays back, and RRQ has to use utility to clear that. However, Gen G's happy to
Aduh,
get
apa
space
nih
this round.
Peadu nih, aduh.
10.000 dari someone.
Ben.
Kan? Udah buka lu curang.
Beuh, enak banget buka pakai liquid baru.
Ikut apaan tuh Peadu? Woi.
Beuh.
Lah kok gak batuk deh? Liquid apaan tuh Bang Peadu? Makasih cebannya Bang. Udah buka deh curang guys. Buset cepet banget. Flipsider. Flipsider. Oh nice, Expero. Goe, flip jeder, goe.
Just to buy a bit more time. In fact, they push all the way through the spawn in towards the A site where they just might be able to pull this back. EJ.
Aduh, anim battle guys ya.
Meteor answers back. We have
Udah jadi mayat masih ditembak.
They're going full anime with this.
Full anime. Ah! Ampun!
Full anime. Let's do it.
Burung.
What's next though?
What the fuck Bang Met?
To face those titans on the side of Gen G. Flips. Can you do it? Only with a stinger, a bit of a peek, and a shot fire from Meteor.
No! No!
It's too much pressure, and this time the
Kena deep,
Titans
guys,
crush
deep.
him down. Match point for Gen G.
I mean, what can you do?
Wah, nggak map 3 ini kita tidur cepat nih adik-adik.
Right there for it. I mean, just out, like you said, outdueling the anime battle there, wins that, and that's a huge part of this round. Now, the early part of this round is phenomenal here from Gen G as well. King, his initial response to the contact on B is to throw a nanosword.
Besok jangan lupa adik-adik ya. Ayo, ada yang tahu nggak besok apa adik-adik?
They just swarm the site. You can see flashes, utility,
Cairin.
everything.
Sabarlah Bang,
Coming into B,
nonton dulu Bang.
But it kind of doesn't break RRQ. It becomes a 3v3. Things get scrappy. We're able to rotate away, but you know, Meteor outduels EJ.
Oh god.
Now he's got an op.
Aduh Bang Met. Aduh.
Waiting to push in that time card. As soon as a little peek, even a little sliver. That's all he needs. It is Meteor after all. And there it is. Impact value gained. RRQ afraid to continue pushing onto the A site now. They spend that shrouded step to go back. Trading utility, a little bit of trades of bullets here as well. King getting potentially overly courageous.
Go L.
From the shadows onto the C site though gives them quite the control that
Split
they're
2
looking
besok,
for.
betul.
Might be RRQ.
Ntar kita cek jadwalnya ya.
Oh no,
Wah.
but the flashes.
Wah, ini orang sih God, bener-bener God ya.
Dude, that was a
Kena
great
blind
play.
pede banget nge-spraynya.
He's just Goddess is built.
Ada timing alah.
Oh, not like this. And then two remain. Where are they gonna go? They're not backing up at the mound. It's not quite planned for it, so they're just holding on to the angle themselves. But it's not gonna work. 1v3 Flips. A bit of a fault line. He catches the
Iya, tergocek seperti di Bangkong kemarin, GG adik-adik ya. 2-0 ternyata guys ya. Nice try RRQ.
RRQ made a few good plays, but like you said, off the contact of that operator, they had to rotate off. And I don't mind too much, for example, what King did try to do there. We saw him whiff a little bit, but he had the
Kelar
drop
sebelum
on his
buka, iya
opponent.
nih.
Elmi Moore was not ready for him. Because they had gotten the pick on a TS. They didn't know that King had snuck up behind the other
Genji.
side of that wall. He wraps
Selamat,
out,
Genji.
catches Elmi Moore off guard, and then King kind of realizes he has Elmi Moore off guard, and he's like, I'm going to get you, and finally Elmi Moore is able to stabilize his aim faster, so that
Pistoron, iya Pistoron nggak pernah kalah sih. Isi tas nih mengerikan nih. God dead.
And therefore they're able to make sure that each other is covered so they don't even lose Sylvan. Sylvan's looking the wrong way. He's the one who gets shot at first. Goddead's right there to cover.
Kenapa gue dikatain anjing, lihat tuh guys. Bar kita lihat jadwal dulu adik-adik ya. Where is it? Apakah sudah ada? Oh my god. Dari jam 12 saya nggak boleh tidur pagi. Dari jam 12 bro, gimana bro? Udah pada bangun belum bro pada nih? Oh my god. Oh my god. Udahlah bangunlah Ben. Oke. Bar ya. Kita cocokin jadwal dulu guys ya. Aneh. Tos-tosan dulu. GG bang.
We also love to see RRQ. This might not be the best debut they've had onto VCT Pacific, but the way they've improved.
40k subs kurang berapa lagi? Nggak tahu. Berapa emang? Gue nggak ngeliatin cok. Nggak ngeliatin angka gue men.
Dari someone.
Adalah liquid outneck guys.
Hah? Liquid aku apaan sih? Peadu.
Ini tempat mana lagi yang hamba dustakan padamu?
Gak sepopo halo lu. Lu peadu lu. Mulai bawa Tuhan gila. Makasih 10.000-nya peadu. Ngomong-ngomong efeknya dia kemana ya? Biasanya kan dia ngomong pakai efek guys. Oke kita cek dulu jadwal guys ya. Set. Kumaha sih carana? Ah iya. Saturday April 1 1, 2, 3 28, 29, 30, 31 1, 2. Holy, kita full VCT minggu ini bro. Full VCT bro. PCL Pacific League. Terus tanggal 4 5, 6 PCL 7-nya. Oke 7 libur. 8 ada. Holy. Ramadan full PCT bro. Bara. Oke. Saya sudah tahu. Subaton. Udah gratis saya lah dah. Nih ya, nih gue ceritain dulu deh. Kemarin MCB gue tuh kebakar lagi. Jadi gue harus ganti MCB baru kan, karena kebakar. Nah pokoknya gue niatnya mau bikin aliran listrik khusus buat kamar gue doang nih. Jadi pakai 3 MCB. Sementara gue lagi ganti pakai MCB 6 ampere sama 4 ampere. MCB Snyder. Nah, jadi kalau misalnya lu orang nanya Subaton, PC gua nih sama AC lagi nggak boleh terlalu lama dipakai. Begitu. Kasih milestone buat lihat main event sama ganti listrik. Gue daripada buat listrik atau apa dulu, ini dulu nih. Kuliah. 62 ampere Ben. Kan rumah gue cuma 1300 bangkap. Lu belajar IPA gak sih? Keamanan kelistrikan yang utama. Iya makanya gue nggak bisa tuh yang subaton dulu nggak. Gue pokoknya nggak boleh terlalu lama dulu. Ini makanya nih kita streaming udah 2 jaman. Nih ntar pas maghrib gue matiin dulu. Nanti malam habis taraweh insya Allah bisa live lagi atau nggak tahu. Tungguin aja ya. Tungguin aja, insya Allah bisa live. Cuman kayaknya sih nggak live. Soalnya kan besok jam 12 nih. Niatnya gue beres taraweh mau tidur. Tapi kalau gue kebangunnya kayak jam 1, jam 1-an tuh, jam 1 subuh, bisa tuh gue live, bisa. Menjelang sahur bisa tuh. Ditunggu VC apaan? Emang pasti tidur, kan gue punya ini, tenang aja. Nonton fanatik lah, kita nggak boleh maruk ya. Kita udah dapat Pacific nih, Pacific official PCT watch party ya kan. Ngambil EMEA juga nanti kesian orang-orang yang kayak gua di EMEA gimana? Beli berapa tuh melatonin, 1 box doang. Kurang-kurangin kan gua nggak tiap hari juga, kocak. Hoshi e-sport mana enggak? Oh, Hoshi e-sport sih, Bang. Lucu banget jokes lu, Bang. Ntar dulu nih, tadi ngeplok belum beres. Harganya berapa? Gope. Secret lab. Secret. Secret lab. Gue juga bisa Ben bikinin, ngapain minta ke VCT. Ya bangkap. Kalau gitu mah izinin atuh dari awal VCT internasional bangkap. Tolong dong. Kalau emang bisa bikinin mah tolong izinin.
Cooking? Pakapau?
Apa nih pakai babi guys?
I'm trying. Cakap apa Ron?
Nggak tahu daging babi.
Oh yo.
Bener kan? Babik.
Oh, do we need a tactical skill right here? Katanya masing-masing harus belajar masak satu. Lu masak apa Ron?
Telur bro.
Pakapau need eggs, right? No need. No need.
Ya.
Usually the means the on top lah. Yeah.
Udah ajan bro, sabar.
Hello Ben.
Saya ngambil dulu makanan.
Pakapau. Yeah. Hey, show me. No. Show me dong. Hey. Swai.
Can I try?
What the f? How do you know? What are you trying?
How's it? Nice.
Really?
Needs more salt though.
Needs more salt.
A bit more salt.
Oh, a bit more salt.
Yeah.
Need more salt.
Yeah.
Oh, actually looks good.
You don't need to put anything, right? Salt or anything. Like spam.
Yeah.
Oh no, my sausage explode, man.
My sausage is a bit broken, but nice one.
Spam.
Spam. Coba kerapaunya dong. Oh, broken sausage first.
Well, the sausage tastes good though. Pakapau, the main dish.
The main today.
Wow. It's good. Not spicy enough, I think.
Not spicy. I want more spicy. Wow. Yes,
It's good. Nice.
Not bad. Nice. Good job, boys. Enjoy your meal.
Nanti buka, alhamdulillah. Gimana bro? Vlognya bro? Aduh, udah sampai mana ini? Tadi masak-masak dong kan? Selamat berbuka adik-adik ya.
Where you been, huh? Didn't see you this morning.
Berbuka dengan yang manis-manis.
We were like doing content all over Korea.
What do you mean? No, liar. I'm only running in this shot, not me.
We went to the
Dapat cakwenya, dapat.
Han River. You know Han River?
What's your content? I don't have. I did already.
You don't have that. So what you do this morning? Sleep. No.
I didn't do.
But how you doing?
How are you doing? Sabai.
Sabai di mana?
Sabai di
Dimak.
Dimak, Pak.
Aloy.
Nungguin gue lah, Ben, masih belum buka. Kalau gue nungguin lu, gue yang dosa.
Oh, Mr. Position. How are you? What? Good. What do you do this morning?
I go to some pasar malam.
Morning, bro. Morning.
But it's called pasar malam. I don't know. Alex Street.
Oh, Alex Street.
Pasar malam. And I buy some corn dog and sausage with the tteokbokki sauce.
Oh, ready for this thing? Media day?
Ready.
You know what to say already?
What to say? Wait, what to say?
GG.
Meanwhile, you're on the attacking side in the red. Forsaken. Exchange, however, on both sides.
Forsaken, ini adu pisau nih, guys.
I mean, what do you even say about that? Like,
I wasn't warm up enough. Maybe that's why.
With the question for Ben Kai here, what are your expectations for BCT Pacific?
I was gonna say that we've been practicing really hard and we are gonna expect great games from us, at least as a team. But after watching Forsaken lose that 1v1, I don't know what to say anymore.
Oh no, that's just...
Masih Ben Kai lucu banget aja. Ini ada streamer naik daun. Nggak bisa dipencet, halo? Siapa ini? Study with Nadim.
Please tell me it's working. Please, Lord. Please. Is it working?
Caha iya. Oh, ini live streaming.
Like messy room. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's working.
Naon sih ah? Ini apaan lagi nih? Aduh, ada RCTI-nya, bah. Temen gue mana, guys? Pengen gue tontonin. Ini, gimana apa dia? Wah, udah back to basic, bro, temen gua, bro. Tato sudah jadi saatnya, ini mah here we go. Wah. Oke, saya makan dulu aja, adik-adik ya, fokus dulu. Rahim. Udah mode Nemo ini, bro.
Kalau tiap hari rada enak juga.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Viral di media sosial seorang perempuan yang ngaku muslimah.
Saya nggak apa-apa katakan presiden gila, presiden syarat, presiden kobak, nggak apa-apa. Tapi kalau sudah menyangkut wibawa, masalah wibawa negara, itu yang saya nggak mau.
Oke, ini sop buku nasi ayam gola.
Pick 2 ZRRQ pembuka ya.
Jangan bilang ada menyakitimu. Nanti untuk kan hilang. Kamu nanya.
Oh my god, Niall. Oh my god, Niall!
Allah Akbar itu badak.
Oh, this right? Acha. This is the last chance, brother. Ashhadu.
No.
There's a hippo in front of us, you stupid.
That's right, no stupid.
Not.
Live sampai jam berapa? Bentar lagi nih gue udahan.
Udahan?
Baju NCT anjing.
Itu Spiderman. Panina bukan?
Hah? Patung Bunda Maria? Aku lapar. Patung apa itu?
Wow. Dikit ting.
Pencet Ben. Ganti.
I am not trying to seduce you.
Waduh.
Would you like me to seduce you?
Pencet.
Pongji, bro.
Yeah.
Kok bisa gitu sih kucingnya?
Di rumah gua tiba-tiba ada ini loh, ada kucing hitam loh. Ikut mulu anjing gua kemana-mana, sampai kamar mandi.
Ya.
Bertanda apaan?
Ya kucingnya sedih.
Itu kayak lagi di depan pintu kamar gua dah. Tahu ada nggak ya? Ntar coba baca.
Buka Ben, rewel bocil buka ya. Buka bang. Kesukaan Crespo emang ya? Orang tuh nggak ada yang sadar tahu.
Lu pakai nasin kagak. Udah
Like-nya udah 500. Penonton udah pada kabur belum, guys? Gue belum ngasih subsidi, biarin aja. Yang ada-ada aja dapat nih.
Nabrak-nabrakin kaki gua mulu. Tahu gua juga enggak ngerti kenapa itu kucing demen banget.
200.
Apaan barusan Star Wars ya?
Dah yang dapat silakan. Wow.
Makan sama nyokap gua dikasih makan.
Wih.
Artinya gue storyin tuh yang hari Sabtu ya.
Anjay.
Keren juga. Bracket monitornya keren sih anjing, tapi makan tempat. Wih, Oppo Ben. Segala macam sekali.
Nggak perlu pape-pape, dan disuruh poin lah.
Rebellion Rush apaan sih? Oh ini band ya?
Memang popang bro, mantep banget ya.
Oh band popang. Rebellion Rose.
Siapa yang tadi kecemplung?
Saya
Tunjuk tangan. Pinter. Jangan kecemplung lagi ya. Awas.
Gua tonjok.
Udah main The Thunderlord, main kok. Lagi nggak main tapi sekarang.
dikit lagi habis bro. Satu cakwe lagi.
Ome.
Ben like apaan? Gak puasa enggak?
Udah enak banget Pak Pram main Ome. Kemarin sore-sore ketemu Tete.
Makan apa nih cakwe?
Tahu nih lagu ini nih. Ini judulnya nih. Lepas.
Sponsor sudah turun udah. Ya, alhamdulillah. Oke. Alhamdulillah adik-adik, kita sudah beres puasa, udah beres VCT. Jangan lupa besok dari jam 12 siang ada VCL ID split 2. Minggu ini kita full VCT ya, dari Selasa sampai Jumat VCL Indo, Sabtu Minggu Seninnya ada Pacific League. Nanti gue streaming lagi insya Allah kalau misalnya bangun cepet ya menjelang sahur. Jadi nanti gue habis taraweh mau tidur. Terima kasih semuanya yang udah mengikuti watch party Pacific League hari ini. Terima kasih semuanya TTD. Terima kasih yang sudah like, yang sudah join member, yang sudah donate. Jangan lupa join Discord, ternyata seru Discord. Sama follow Instagram gue, ternyata seru IG. Sampai jumpa di streaming selanjutnya adik-adik. Dadah. Nanti saya pindahin ke BangkongS ya. Salam ke BangkongS adik-adik. Aduh. Selamat berbuka bagi yang menjalani ibadah puasa ya Pak C ya. Love you guys. Is love you.
Woi, love you woi.
Love you too UID jauhi guys, jauhi ya.